In what?
I need to stop behaving like this on camera.
What's that?
Like, I'm wearing Under Armour.
Yeah.
Yeah, so am I. So am I.
No. I mean, you're wearing the brand. I'm wearing base layer shorts.
Yeah. Yeah, but your shorts is your
But you're
thing.
top man up.
Wait, hold on a minute. Shorts is your thing though.
It is my thing. But this is different because this is like activity shorts. You know these shorts are different. These shorts, they got their little slit in the side.
That's sports day.
Yeah, that's sports day.
I want to ask one question. If I'm sat beside you, what do them shorts say about me?
I don't. That's why I wouldn't put your bit of yellow on. I saw you with the yellow.
If your shorts are a problem for you and only you, I'm here for it. Anyhow, people think something funny because of them shorts with me and Chuck.
True, you know. They could though.
Nah, but you know what it is? From a distance, you two look like you've come from two separate countries.
100%.
Yeah. That's calm then.
Yeah, that's all it is.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
We don't know what temperature is in here today.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you. Poet looks like he's travelled from one place, and you look like you've travelled from a completely different place.
Were they both good places though?
Yeah, you look like it's yeah. You look.
Where would that place be?
But you look like you've travelled from either somewhere warm
Dubai?
or somewhere warm, including the gym. Could be warm in
I
there.
did come from the gym.
But you've left obviously in shorts in a t-shirt, whereas it looks like Poet has left his yard, but in a place where you wouldn't leave in a shorts and t-shirt.
But maybe he hasn't left his yard because he's got Uggs on.
Now, he's clocking the details.
Yeah, he is.
I do like that.
I didn't even notice that.
You have to. Clock the details. Wait a minute.
Details is crazy, you know.
Poet's attention to detail is always been bonkers, bro.
Now,
We need to do like a best fit.
Don't tell me you can't find your phone.
What's he done?
Do you know what I've done today, yeah? Basically, I changed wallets. I changed card holders. So now I don't have it on me. I don't know if I changed it over and left it on the table,
Or is it somewhere?
or changed it over and lost it.
Oh no!
And I was meant to go out after this, and now I have to
Don't
go
worry,
back home.
I got you.
But
You
wait,
need
hold on,
some.
wait. Did you like? What's your last memory of it?
Not to, literally today before I went out, I had a Louis Vuitton I was changing over to Burberry.
Oh my god!
There you go.
Cause all these problems I got.
That's it.
Look at these problems.
Nobody
Bloody
cares.
problems, man.
Cost of living. Wow.
It's true. Just like that, nobody cares again.
No one cares again.
That was crazy. Sorry,
What? What do you mean? No one cares about what? Cost of
Because
living?
Once I've told that the things I've changed, it's like, oh,
it's like we don't
Yeah,
even
no,
care about
I hear
your
it.
problems.
I hear it.
it's not a problem again.
It's no problem.
Shout out everyone. God bless.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Anyway, so yeah, how's the man them? Man? Hey, Dan, let me tell you something. 2024, we need to see you at least once a month here. Sorry.
Oh, why are you saying sorry? I'm here anyway.
Yeah, we need you. and even, let me tell you something. Even if you're not here, but you're here, you just got to pop in.
That's it.
Quick half hour, gone.
I'm gonna become a stab more than an ad lib.
Right
There
there.
we go.
Yes.
We do that. You're right.
I love that.
You're right.
Though.
It's true, because 1 minute you're on the song, then minute you were just giving us choruses, then you just came back to doing ad-libs.
Did you just hear him say, oh?
Now you're just Birdman. You might just talk and then that's it.
Hey, what a moment in time. It's like time froze. What the hell was that? What was that?
Yeah, Dan. You see your career.
Crazy.
You see when you get to like 50.
Crazy.
What is this?
Crazy.
I don't know. But no one knows what you do either, Paul.
That's a good point. I should have
No one
started
has
there.
a clue.
Yeah.
Chuckie does everything.
Yeah, but you know what? What I do, I always say to people, when people are like, oh, poet, what do you want to be? I want to be poet. And everyone used to laugh at that. But look at today.
You're
Everyone's
poet,
just
I know.
themselves.
Yeah.
I said to people, I just want to be paid to be myself. I don't know what that looks like. It may change from year to year, but we're humans.
Poet, let me tell you something, yeah. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but every single time I go to a family function, people ask about Poet. All of the time. There's not a family function I don't go to and people don't say, where's Poet? And I'm like, I'm at the funeral. Like, he's not gonna be here. Do you know what I'm saying? He doesn't know. He didn't know Unks. So like, why are you asking me? I'm at the funeral. You know what I mean? Like these things happen, bro. Being Poet is a
that
thing.
happens to me a lot with you.
Oh,
I get where's Chuckie? Like I got it half an hour ago.
so who is?
I was in the gym. It's like, Chuckie's never been in this gym.
Right.
Why are you asking me where's Chuckie?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you lot, yeah. Watch this now.
And then they're asking about New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah, of
Oh
course.
my
And it's
God.
girls.
Okay.
Say, can we get New Year's Eve tickets?
They just gotta hit me up. You know I hook you up, man. I give you my passes.
That's what Moody's gonna be.
Poet,
He's
that's
gonna be in that
poet,
all day, you know.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in
That's
that all
poet.
day, yeah.
Hey, but imagine being me, yeah, in the sense of people will ask you where's Poet, people will ask you where's Chuckie, people ask me where's Alhan, where's Chuckie, where's Dan. Niggas never just be happy to see me. It's always someone else.
Yeah, it's
But
crazy.
that's a vibe, Bill, man. At least people are asking about my friends. That's cool.
Yeah, no, I hear it still. But now, on a big and serious one, no, how is the man then?
How are you, man?
I'm alright, I guess. I feel like I'm tired, man. I'm ready for this year to end now. We've got a couple of days left. We're recording this on the
Yeah, this
29th.
comes out on New Year's Day, but still, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm ready for 24 now.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be one of my years where I really have to show character.
Okay.
You show character every year.
That's
No,
what I
more.
think. Yeah. How much
I'm
more?
gonna-
How much more character do you think you could show?
I think I've got loads more, you know.
I agree.
Is it? Yeah.
He's on Leo.
I think I've got loads more, but so I'm just gonna have to go into the reserves.
Reserves.
Yeah, no, not football.
Yeah. No. Here.
I'm gonna go into my character reserves and just find
Serious?
something. I've been the same me for too long. Yeah.
What's going on?
Let's start having shots. Yeah.
What's going on?
It's a little lights up.
Drink. End the year.
You said a shot though, so you're
By
not
the
gonna
way,
mix
we
this
will
up.
do that.
What
When
you
I
think?
said shot, I didn't mean it like that. But
Hey,
when
for
you
the
said a shot,
Spotify listeners, right now, Chuckie has brought us a bottle
I
of
don't want to have a shot. I want to have a drink.
Cabossier. I want to drink
What
as
do you
well.
want to do?
I want to do a drink.
You know he wants to shot. He wants to have a shot. Yeah.
I don't want to have a shot,
man.
but I'm
You know
not gonna back down on camera.
I'm backing down on camera. You man do the Drizzy Drake. Take a shot for me. I am having a juice.
What are you doing? What are you doing then? You look.
You don't take a shot, man. Come on,
Well,
man.
since it's 2024, let me show some character.
All right.
There we go. My guy. Also, for the people at home, it is 2024 for you, and you're watching us on your computer screen. I want to let you know at this present moment in time in real life, me and Chuckie are at Stone Love.
Oh yes, right now.
Stone Love.
Oh, by the way, it's King Adis this time.
It's King who?
King Adis.
Okay. I'm still going. We're outside. And Dan just bust
You
our
know what?
story. Look at that! That character,
touched
yeah.
him, yeah.
That bust
Hey, Dan, that touchdown, you know.
Of course it touched him. As long as it doesn't touch him the way Diddy and R. Kelly did. we're good.
Strongly.
May as well done off the white rum.
Oh my God, he's back!
back!
City
That's
boys
coming
are
with
up.
that's coming with the white.
I was with Fimber the other day as well, you know. Nimby. Oh,
Man,
what
got
a
too
hero.
much bread, and that's what I got to do next year. I've got to stop being around people that have too much money.
Okay. You
Because-
get drawn out.
You just spend more than you needed to spend. Yeah. So I think it's just time. It's gonna be a more indoorsy year for me.
That's what, that's what, I'm gonna spend more time with my dad because I can't be spending no money.
Bro.
I can't be spending no money. I'm joking, people. It's my dad. You can laugh. What do you laugh?
Hey.
I want to be able to deal with it like that though. That's what I want.
Yeah,
it's
brother. Come on, we're here. Are you gonna be on Twix as well? Thank you. Dan can't believe was that too outrageous?
That was outrageous. But I like that.
Yeah,
You know,
so do
I come
I.
from a South Park era.
Them kind of jokes.
Brother,
I come from South Park
once
era.
you get over it, move on. That's what
That's
I
it.
say. Have your moment, deal with it, cry, move on now.
Hey, I love me a death joke.
Brother, how do you
I'm
hear
not
it?
gonna lie. And let me tell you something. I'll be honest with you. I find sometimes certain elements of funerals are hilarious.
Bro, you watch murder videos.
Yeah, that's my bag.
All right, can I have a confession? Because I agree with you. I've got a
Like,
confession.
certain things that happen in funerals are
Oh,
hilarious.
Chuckie, please, smile. I'm sorry to cut you. Smile up. I'm going to confess. I'm not going to say whose funeral it was. That's too bad. We were at our brethren's relative, because it could be anyone. I don't want to say specifically. Funeral. It's very quick. We're at the funeral. The guy's going in talking about this guy. We're all feeling it. It's me, Smiler, and two other guys. Smiler, I know you remember this. We're watching it now, yeah? And then the picture's hanging there. We're like, that's a nice picture. Make sure the picture starts swinging. Now, I'm sorry, when a man's going in and the picture's now gone
Swinging.
from there to just swinging, I start laughing a bit. Then the picture goes, ring, and it just flies across. Brother,
Wait, what started the picture to? What made it swing?
you think I know? Now that you think about it, you're like, rah, Doppy really is.
I'm telling you.
But at the time, I didn't think that. I just saw. Alright, Smiley started saying, "Shawty, swing my way."
In the
And that
funeral.
was, brother, I was gone, man.
But you know what it is? It's when people start really getting into the preaching bag. Because what happens is that usually what happens is someone goes up at some point and they do that thing of don't do. The message is the message basically is, you know what? We don't have enough time, or we don't have a lot of time. That's usually what they want to get off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when they start getting it off, it is one bag of different type of preach. Different type of preach. The last funeral I went to, when the woman started talking about we don't have much time left, she started banging on the table. She started stamping on her feet. People started looking around, and then my cousin looked at me and he said to me, sounds like a sales pitch.
I hate them cousins. I hate them cousins. I just gotta say one thing. Let's just ruin everything.
I'm usually that cousin. That's the worst thing.
Of course you are.
Like, I'm just, like, I don't know, man. She's just doing a lot right now.
Do you know who that cousin is? Do you know who that cousin is for me? But they have a smart response. I don't think they intend to be funny. Scribs.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Scribs is gonna say something logical.
Yeah.
That you have to laugh.
Scribs has actually maybe become too clever for life.
Yes.
Yes.
And he can also be.
He's
too
too
smart.
aware. He's just too aware.
And the thing is, he's not even. I can imagine he's not trying to be funny, but he says something that's too aware that is hilarious.
And he has a smirk.
Yes.
He has the smirk.
And he has the smirk.
He gave me a quote from the Bible. In fact, let me go and get it.
You know, last time I saw Scribs,
Go on.
he was wearing all black, shirt, shoes, maybe even tie. And he was in here. He was in here. I walked in the studio one day. He was here with one force.
Why?
What are you doing here?
What was he doing here? What was he doing here?
Rapping.
What?
I
What?
swear down.
Nah, man. I thought you on Bombaleo.
I swear
By the
down.
way, Scribs is Poet's cousin, just for anyone who's new.
Look what Scribs
gotta
tweeted.
know.
So Scribs, he's the most please, if you can, please follow at Scribs, SKRIBZST. He tweeted, "Can a Christian explain this part of the Bible to me, please? This is the type of person he is. He's crazy." He goes, 14. There has never been a day like it before or since. A day when the Lord listened to a human being. Surely the Lord was fighting for Israel.
What? Hold on. No, yeah, but
Oh my God. Obviously, it's not. That's just a standalone statement.
Yeah.
We don't know what's
And
around
also-
it. But even as a standalone statement in the Bible, it's crazy.
also Israel then is different to what Israel is now.
Right.
Of course.
but-
But I'm just saying as a statement, like him just tweeting that, asking what does that mean?
I was more concerned with
In
the fact
this-
that it said that God has never listened to a human.
Never, like not even once. Just said, you know what? What are you saying, my guy?
I need to see the context. I need to see verses 13 and 15.
Trust me.
But you
Immediately.
know what? Why would God listen to a human?
He made us. I gotta listen to
So?
my kids. I made them.
No, but why would you?
As in, listen to our cries. Like, our pray. We pray.
It is what you're gonna say.
How are we gonna talk if you're not gonna listen?
It's true. But I wonder, you see, like, for example, yeah, God obviously knows everything.
Oh, you know I
past,
love this
future,
type
all
of
of this.
conversation.
Yeah.
by the way. You know I love this bit.
I wonder how literal it is when they say God knows everything about everything. Because we also have free will, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So I often say to my son, I know when you're lying because I made you.
Yeah.
Like, I can see, I know what you're going to do before you do it. Like, I wonder how literal that he knows everything.
He may know everything from a sense of
Like,
I know
I say
it's
it to
bad,
my
but
son.
I don't know what it is.
I say it to
The
my son, I
context
know
is different
everything you're
though.
going to do before you do it.
Yeah, but the context is different because you're saying it based
hard.
upon your own experience.
Ooh.
The question is before human civilization, what was the godly experience?
I don't know. I weren't there. This is my thing. This is why I'm snookered.
Serious?
This is why we're all snookered. We've only been here for a certain amount of years, and this world has existed for so long. So, like,
I read somewhere it's 5,000 something years.
What?
it's got to be more than that. 'Cause
What?
This is
From
what baffles
the
me.
Bible,
Yeah,
something
from
like
the
that.
Bible.
5,000 something is from the Bible.
All right. So why do they find rocks and tell me, oh, this rock is from 5 million years
Yeah, that's what I
old?
was gonna say.
What?
Oh, okay. You know I love this bit as well.
How do you know?
Why is it 5 and not 3?
Sometimes it's free.
No, but hear what I'm saying. Understand the difference here, right? When someone tells me, this is why I sometimes find things really difficult, yeah? Because when you tell me this happened in like 1501.
Yeah.
Why? How do you know it was 01? Like,
they would have had records.
Why wasn't it over 02?
They would have had records. They would have had records.
From that far back?
Yeah.
That's hard.
I think
Are you nuts? I watched.
Yeah,
I saw that.
record keeping started from way before that.
They're on the record keeping thing with doctors.
Yeah.
Doctors, in terms of like medicine and all of that, record keep. They used to have journals.
Even from Egyptian days.
Early.
They had dates and that.
Do you put that much faith in human civilization?
Well, since I've been alive, they've never messed up the date.
What do you mean? That's not true.
They've been consistent with the date.
They haven't.
Except unless you're from
Ethiopia.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
2016.
Exactly.
So
Okay.
I think it's 2017 now.
it's 2017. Shout out my guys. Arsenal still haven't won the league.
Facts.
I don't know.
Yeah, so as in, I feel like days are easy. They start from the sundials and that. They started figuring out days, and maybe they missed a couple. So maybe
Yeah.
we're not exactly where we are, but I reckon the last 500 years, I think maybe 900 years or something like that. I think it was they really started like keeping dates and that properly, super properly from like 1000 AD.
You know what? 5,000 years I could... No, 500 years I can hear it. 5,000... Do you know how, like... If you say...
Oh, see? So, all right, cool. They're saying that they did that proper.
What are we looking at here?
They're saying record keeping started in 2900 BC.
That's nuts.
Now, that
crazy.
makes it...
That's
around
nuts.
That,
5,000 years.
yeah.
That's how long?
5,000 years.
5,000
So I
years.
was right about something.
Yeah.
Oh God, Paul.
5,000 years.
That's Egyptian days. Remember they started hieroglyphic?
It's a long time. But I think that back then, that could happen. Maybe because there
could
was...
happen?
Maybe the bookkeeping was like accurate in the sense that population probably wasn't so large then. People were probably a little bit more trustworthy back then.
Do you want to
Preservation was...
Do you want to know what the population was 2,000 years ago?
Go.
1 million.
What?
World's population.
Well, see it there?
Like the clone.
1 million.
So you can...
We now have 8 billion in the world, but I'm sure it's even 8 million in London.
That goes to my point.
The whole
yeah.
world's population.
Bookkeeping back then
my God.
wouldn't even have been that
We
difficult,
got more in London.
depending on how they was doing it. Bookkeeping going into how big population has become now worldwide, adding to the fact that like human beings, there's a section of human beings that have a certain element of power that I don't always trust that it was always done with the greater good and
Yeah.
the right thing in mind.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah,
Like,
but you're
even then-
you're talking about two separate things now.
Go on.
Because we're talking about recorded information. Recorded
Yes.
information and actions that took part are like just separate in it. So like your intent and why you did it and all of that is a different conversation
To the dates.
To the dates and what
Date
happened.
keeping.
So date keeping.
But maybe
is
he's saying
date
they
keeping.
can
Manipulate the date
manipulate the date keeping.
Right.
But why?
But
yeah,
then-
of course you would.
I don't
we
think
do
they-
it all the time. I do it.
In what
We
sense?
I get a ticket,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden I was sick on that day.
Right then.
You know what I mean? I
No,
manipulate
but
dates.
that's not manipulating the date. That's manipulating the situations that happened on the date.
Same thing.
Almost. But I might say
Manipulate
the
the
date.
date
I
is-
might say for the night before. If I got a ticket in the morning because I didn't get up and it was in a bay, I'll be like the night before.
Okay, context.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As a Jamaican man,
Chat to them.
if you're manipulating, you're just manipulating.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Manipulation.
At the end of the day, it's manipulation.
Manipulate. I hate
No,
that you
but
can
I
put
don't
it down
know.
to a region.
I don't know.
So
But
mad.
even
But you
when,
know what? Also, a crime's only a crime when it's recorded. So I know you said that it's a million people, but them man were still discovering stuff. So maybe they hadn't come across the other individuals. So they will tell you the population.
On a
from-
different note, to have a million, the world population to be a million, them days in Jesus' days, can you imagine how popping you would have been if you were the guy?
oh my god,
You can go to any country and you will see the same people you saw last time.
You would have been the guy.
That's lit though. Imagine like I can go Jamaica and I'm like, you know what, brother, I'll check you in a year. Knowing that I'm probably gonna check you in a year. That is lit. Go find the same person you saw in Jamaica last time. Oh Lord.
Yeah, but moving around back then wasn't so easy.
It took 4
You had to
days
little
to
bit
get
of-
to Bush.
Yeah.
From where?
That day it was tough. Going from Tottenham to Bush would take you 3 days.
That's mad, you know?
man.
That is mad.
Yeah, sailing to different countries and all that type of stuff. Enough people didn't make that, man.
Yeah.
That's a madness.
And the man them love horses back in the day.
We laughing for that's crazy. Hey, my granddad did it somehow.
Yeah,
that
same.
wasn't even
My
back
gran-
then.
Both my grandpa, I see my grandparents on the weekend. I just like, in my head, I was like, how did you lot make it?
What, to where they are now?
No, just, that was 2 weeks on a boat.
Yeah, my granddad said it took,
They were
took
on a
them
boat
3
for 2
weeks.
weeks.
My granddad said it took
It was
them,
more.
took them 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But hear what I'm saying, yeah.
What type of boat was
I
it,
think
though?
there was bare chopping going on that boat.
No, but how
Because
big
when
was
I
the boat?
asked my granddad, when I was talking to him about it, he was like, I weren't trying to have my missus getting on that boat. And the way that he's saying it to me is like, it weren't that it was a tough ride. It was like,
It's crazy.
I know what I know what I did.
Isolated on a boat for 2.5 weeks with a bunch of Caribbeans.
But what was the conditions? I want paint a picture for me.
I can't imagine it was splendid.
Did you have like a little seat?
But they probably just made the most out of what that was, innit? 3 weeks on the
little
boat.
sweet, little sleepy, like.
There would have been
bunk
boat
beds.
romances.
Yeah, of course I would.
Yeah, but remember, I'm just sorry to let you know where my mind is. I'm from like watching films and they say man ruffled up on a boat and it literally is a small little boat. There's a sheet over it. You can't see nobody. You throw the sheet over, everyone's like this.
No, not that one.
So I want to
That's
know.
not making it across the Atlantic.
So talk to me.
No, but there'd been a
2.5 weeks in the Atlantic. Do you know what kind of waves are there?
There's a big boat.
It's a
you
big
got your own
boat.
space.
Yeah. No, but it's not space.
Nah.
Your quarters.
The conditions
are
are terrible.
The chair. Yeah, the conditions are gonna be. Even if they start good, they're gonna get terrible in 2.5
That's a
weeks.
ruthless way
The
to
food
travel.
is
you know.
minimal, I imagine.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, it has to
Yeah,
be.
man, sex are gone. I'm just trying to figure out reasons why you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, how are we getting our mind past this?
Yeah, it's true.
The way my granddad said that he weren't having her getting on that boat made me think, okay, I didn't even ask much questions after that.
But your
I could
granddad
see it
done
in his
stuff.
eyes. I could
He's
see it in his
yeah.
eyes.
But they would have come. Most people came not separately, but like your granddad comes in, and
First.
2 weeks later your grandma
sends
comes.
for-
Da, 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 da.
He sets up shopping.
So like they have to come individually. That is a bit.
Yeah.
I get it. I suppose if you go as a two.
Nah, but
Okay.
yeah, sometimes it didn't work like that. You come here, you create, like, you make a little money and you send for.
Yeah.
That was always the thing, innit?
Yeah.
You send for or send over. So you send clothes or you bring back whoever.
And it was cheap them times.
Now everything's mad.
it though?
Quick.
Was it?
My pluck with war, when I heard about the flights and all of that back then, in comparison to what I'm paying to go Sweden, it was cheaper to go Jamaica, England back then than it was for me
But
to
most
go
people
now
were
Manchester.
coming because of work.
Manchester's hot. You can't even get a train. Are they taking?
say to
Can
you,
we
man.
touch on that? Just one. Why is a train ticket to Manchester
Crazy.
so expensive?
But I can go
Are
Sweden
they-
for £40.
Are they? That's almost a Miami trip.
I'm telling you, my brother.
Yeah, it's
I
disgusting.
spent £250
You try and go
to
on a weekend after, like in the morning.
Go Manchester Derby weekend. Manchester Derby weekend. Go.
You're paying 250.
250. It's disgusting.
£250 I paid, bro. £250.
Yes.
What?
That's
£250 to stay in England.
Yeah, to go like 200 miles or something.
To
like that.
stay in England. That's worse than the time I paid £700 to go France. It's a long story. We'll get into it another day.
But also adding to there was a lot of strikes to 2023. A lot of strikes, a lot of and a lot of delays. There was like bit stuff going on with the trains and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of people were just like striking or protest. Hey, wait, hold on a minute. Weren't they even striking on the Christmas Eve?
What?
They striked on Christmas Eve, didn't they?
Who was?
The trains.
The Eurostar did this.
Yeah. It was it Eurostar?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like.
So people trying to come in just before Christmas,
if you were trying to go and see
struggling.
family, yeah, it was a bro.
They just went home. They woke up.
Wait, they just woke up one day and said,
Not going to work.
You're not going
Detest.
to work, yeah.
come on.
Money
Taking the
thing.
piss.
Shout out to the French, man.
I rate it though.
Yeah, so do I.
Have you? When was the last time you went to like Calais and you actually see what's at Calais? You see how many people are like itching to try and get into your vehicle, like that pay you anything, whatever it is, just to get in,
No.
so they can get across
Is
the
it?
border. Yeah.
Why have I never seen it?
That was a big talking topic this
Yeah.
year with immigration and.
You
people
get it
come-
if you've driven to France. I've driven to France a couple of times.
I was in the passenger seat
What's that?
to go
Of
to France.
what?
I didn't see any of that. I would have loved to have seen that. I'm definitely paying. I'm saying, yeah, come
No,
in, man.
there's a
Come in, man, for
Put
free.
them in the boot.
Come on.
there's a lot of that though. That's like big talking topics politically about like immigration and whatnot, and that's why you every once in a while you see it's my fucking country. They all start coming out. Oh,
Come on.
Remember earlier on this year, what was it? Swella Panty Man had them coming out. What did she do? I can't remember. She said something. All of a sudden they started coming. Oh, it's my fucking country. Swella Panty Man.
Is that a person?
The Asian woman.
Yeah, man.
With the long hair.
So who's that?
She was the what is it? Health secretary.
Home secretary.
Home secretary. Sorry.
God forgive me for saying this. How do it?
So she deals. Huh?
They say beauty's eyes of the beholder, but that is where it has to be. A lie.
Broski. You're so rude.
You lot are crazy.
You can't laugh. You agree? But there was one that had back off. She was cold. Skepta tweeted that.
That was Pretty Patel, yeah.
You see Pretty Patel. I forgive her. I don't even know what she done.
When you start
baby,
understanding what these people are doing and that, it's
But I can chat to her. Don't worry, I can chat to Pretty.
But they're puppets, surely.
Of course.
yeah, I mean, there's arguments to say that for sure. Like, yeah, they probably,
Even if they're not puppets, they will do the job. You just got to put the right things in place and they'll run over there for you.
I mean, that's exactly what I'd use as a puppet. If I was the puppet master, that's the puppet I'd get.
But you know,
You don't really tell her what to do. She'll do what you want her to do anyway. So it's not a puppet in the sense of like she's playing a role of something that she's not comfortable with. She probably loves this role. Send her to go and do it.
yeah,
she's mad.
probably still. But you know what? People vote for these lot, and it's just nuts, bruv.
Do they?
I think so. I think there's always strength in numbers.
Do you think?
Very true.
I don't know how our end of year thing has turned into a political.
I know.
We'll
get back
We've
to
gone
it.
back through the whole of history.
I know.
Do you think politics is actually what they say it is? Like your vote actually counts?
Yes. But
No.
wait. I think so. But I do think that there is an agenda that sort of is trying to move in a certain way. I think the only way that that agenda can actually be halted is if the strength in numbers do the strength in numbers thing.
Baffled me big time here, you know. I don't even know. Like, I can't work out if that's a yes or a no.
Yeah.
So maybe. Or when it suits them. So if they were losing a political
I think there's certain things, yeah. Like
No,
what
no,
what
I'm
Poet
not-
was about to say. I think there's certain things that the vote does matter and it does count. But there are certain things where it doesn't.
All right, so does that mean you think that they do manipulate votes when they need to?
Yeah, of course. But that's
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
part of the game, though. The part of the game is, listen, we're gonna open up the votes, yeah. So we're gonna, let's have a conversation about, let's say, immigration or some shit like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But then what then happens is, to manipulate people, they will start throwing stats and doing Google advertisements and all these type of things to infiltrate your mind, innit? To make you think, like this is what's happening, the country's been taken over or whatever. And if you are in a multicultural part of the UK,
Yeah.
you may not necessarily fall for some of that.
Yeah, of
but
course, yeah.
if you are in Middle England,
Yeah.
you're definitely going to fall for that. And Middle England is 100% the stronger part of the vote.
But
But then that means no, essentially, because it's almost like they have an agenda, they create a plan for everyone to
Yeah.
suit their agenda,
Yeah, yeah.
and if you don't like it, eventually we'll just manipulate
But I'm
something.
saying-
Manipulate!
Manipulation.
Manipulation!
But I'm saying,
Manipulation.
agendas aside, if there's a vote of 100 for who is prime minister, and they want that guy to be prime minister,
He's it.
and it's 51-49 the wrong way,
They change it.
that's why they leave pencils in this place, man.
Right.
Rub that
Remember,
out.
do you know why I know this is true anyway? First of all, the Mobos do the same thing. And on top of that, when... you see when... who's that woman? Margaret Thatcher died.
Yeah.
I can't know this for good authority, but I almost know for sure, 99.9% sure, that the Margaret Thatcher song, killing her, like getting on her, went to number one. But they couldn't make it number one because of the things that she was saying. So they made it number two. Didn't have to play it, and then they played the number one record for that week. So when she died, they had this song that came out that was killing Margaret Thatcher, like on her, but they didn't want to play it on BBC Radio 1.
Yeah.
So they made it number two.
Oh.
This is almost a fact.
Oh, that's crazy.
So
I
these
didn't know
things
that.
do happen. So I can't even get on the country for doing it.
No.
When music of black
So
origin
there was
do
even
it.
a song back then that was like "The Witch is Dead." Something
Something like that. It was something like that, bro. I remember it.
Maggie's in a box.
Maggie's in a box.
Is that what it was?
Or something like that. And when I started looking at the
That's mad.
sales that
Maggie's
we...
in a box.
Is that what it was, for real? Or
Bro,
you just are you capping?
I don't know.
He's capping.
Did you just shout that out?
That's crazy.
But you met Magnum, innit?
No, but it's
I was trying to save you, bro.
That's
Alright, cool.
crazy.
Let's carry on.
That's crazy. That's a bad She had dementia. She had dementia.
Did she?
gonna kill you.
For a whole life, or...
Yeah, it does eventually.
Yeah, she did.
No, you just
Bruv, alright.
What did he say?
He gave her the left.
What did he say?
We said dementia don't kill you.
What does?
The actual.
Dementia kills you,
Yeah.
bro. But anyway, remember, people sometimes when people have dementia and stuff like that, they forget to eat, they forget how to eat, they forget how to do all kinds of stuff.
My granddad got dementia right now, but he'll go to the bathroom, and my aunt will say that he will go to the bathroom and be there for like 2 hours because he forgot why he went there.
Yeah, see there.
I think I'm
Dementia
getting
is
dementia.
a really interesting. Huh?
I went to the kitchen this morning and I forgot why I went.
Hey, dementia's not a joke thing to
Not a
have, you
joke.
imagine.
You think I know it's not a joke?
What?
Neither is death.
You
But here
start
we are.
putting things in the fridge and all kinds of stuff. You start doing all kinds of mad stuff.
What?
Yeah. My mum used to work with people who had dementia. It's nuts. But it's interesting though. But it's exhausting.
It's crazy because they're not really much closer to figuring it out.
What do you mean?
Well, yeah, dementia. I think more and more people are getting dementia at the moment.
Why
I
do you
think
get it? What
stuff like
brings it?
TikTok is going to give you dementia.
What
What's
brings
that?
it on?
I think TikTok will give you dementia.
So what brings it on?
I don't know, but they say that old age, a lot of people with like old age get dementia.
But why?
I don't know.
You can't just get old and get dementia. This doesn't feel right.
Yeah, but as in like when you're young, your body rewards you for being young. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't matter what you eat, what you do. Your body just says, "Yeah, don't worry, we're still gonna give you 5% body fat. We're still gonna do."
I hear, but what?
As you get older,
Yeah.
every decision you made throughout your life, and it might just be genetic, and I'm sure they're not even sure about whether it's genetic or not.
Yeah.
But every bad choice you made physically in
Yeah.
your life is gonna catch up with you somewhere in the 40s, 50s.
But is dementia the
whatever
mind?
it is.
Do you reckon? Sorry to cut you. Do you feel dementia could potentially be brought on? There's loads of reasons, but could one be a very inconclusive journey within the mind? So, like, I'm having a really complicated journey with health. I don't go gym. I eat terribly. So, therefore, when I get older, if there's a number of things that I could get from this, I will go, yeah. Because I've lived my life eating what the hell I want, these are the reasons why I've got one of these number of things. Now, there might be dementia and a number of other things that you could get from having a mindset in which it's not clean in a sense. You live by too many different morals, metrics, all of this. You're saying this thing one week, saying that thing one week. It gets to the point maybe when you're 70 years old, you just sort of like overloading your brain with too much information, conflicting information, which could potentially bring this on. This is just an inquiry.
I think they say more often than not it's also the lack of activity. So for example, you get to a certain age and you might retire at 65, right?
Yeah.
Or you might, whatever it is, like that you stop using your brain a certain way. So your brain automatically just starts to like, we don't need that, we don't need that, we don't need that. And it starts shutting off things that you probably do need.
Because you're not actively using them.
You know what I'm saying? If you're a mathematician and every day you're on the ball, like having to like your brain isn't gonna like tire out, but it's gonna last longer. You know what I'm saying? Because you're using it more actively.
All right, but then say you use it. Sorry to keep going mad now. Say you keep using it and it causes a certain stress to you physically.
Yeah.
It could be any one thing, and you choose to avoid taking care of that stress.
Yeah.
And then you got 3 or 4 stresses, and then boom, could
Stress will
something
stress will kill you faster than dementia.
say no more Adebayo.
Yeah, of course. But I think sometimes some people
don't know.
have like quite a stressless life.
Yeah.
And still, when they get dementia and these type of
And they
things,
still get dementia.
Yeah. You still.
But
Yeah,
as
of
in,
course.
they can't
Listen, do you
really
know what?
figure it
I'll tell you what. 2024.
wait.
Let's get somebody in that will sit and like go in depth with us about what dementia is, because it is one of. It's like more and more elderly people are catching or getting dementia. It says here it's caused by abnormal clumping of proteins,
What?
including what's tail? Do you know what that is? Tail. Do you know what that is? In the frontal and temporal lobes at the front and sides of the brain.
The clumping of these
So
proteins. But why
we
does
don't
this
know what
happen
that means
though?
anyway. Yeah, but
There's
why?
that's the thing.
And
That's
how
the
did-
question.
yeah.
Like why? Where does that come from and why?
Yeah.
They'll get there because they're getting closer to everything. I've heard they found the immortal gene.
What?
I've heard they found an immortal gene in humans.
Do you want that?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to
How
die.
much? Wait, speculate here. Let's speculate. I love this bit. How much do you reckon that will cost?
The immortal gene.
Yeah.
How much is your life worth?
Well,
to
we've
you?
got it. We've got it. We've got it.
How much are they? Yeah, but how much
How
are
much
they
is your
shotting
life
it
worth
for?
to you?
How much are they shotting it for?
I think. Look, as a salesman, yeah. What you
20
don't want to do.
20 bags?
I think it's got to be more than that.
50.
You don't want to make it so that enough people, most people don't buy it. But
You say
wanna-
20 bags?
Yeah.
Gotta be more
No,
than that, man.
fam, living
It's not even a whip.
forever. Living forever.
Come on,
If you said to me back in the day, it was like 1 million people on planet Earth, and today we got 1 billion. I don't imagine we can have this amount of people forever.
All right.
So eventually,
I
we got
read
to kill
something
some
the other
niggas.
day that said-
So if we got this immortal gene, it's got to cost quite a bit because it can't be affordable for everyone.
I'm hearing they're
Because
making a
we're
new
all-
Earth.
They're making a new Earth.
Oh, what they're trying to transport people?
I'm hearing they're saying we need approximately right now.
I was gonna
say
make.
it on the
I was
graph,
gonna
yeah?
say a mad joke.
They,
But I'm not even gonna do it.
Don't
I
do
want
it.
you to do
I'm
it.
not even gonna do it.
I
Go
pass it
on
on to
anyway.
me.
They're predicting right now. I don't know why, but they're predicting that we need 1.8 Earths for the amount of growth that we're having right now.
1.8 Earths.
So I think they're working on the 0.8.
We need to stop fucking.
Like,
Seriously.
but having said that,
Damn it.
birth rates are going down. There's still one every like 1.4 seconds or whatever, but as in like they're going down because the lifestyle of people wanting to not have kids,
Yes, that's very
and
true.
wanting to just live their lives
Very true.
until that is beginning to be a trend.
So becoming
like,
selfish.
More
So maybe it'll be 1.6
more
Earths.
people, more women in particular are actually okay with not having children now. Do you know what?
We need balance, man.
Good stat. Could you try and find out the birth rate in 2023 compared to 2022?
Do you know what I'm upset about, yeah? I watched Dr. Umar talk about how back in the day, people just wanted families. That was the vibe.
Yep.
People don't want families so much like that anymore.
So now, where we going to a life where the commercialized... Because when I was growing up, it was families I were on TV, where I was watching My Wife and Kids, Simpsons.
Yeah.
It was bare families. Whereas
Yeah.
now, niggas are outside. Top boy, broken families galore. So I'm just saying, was there too much of one thing? And now there's too much of another thing. So eventually we're going to go back to families again. Where's that balance? Where's that balance of seeing both sides of it and saying, I could have a kid or I could not. Who knows? Whereas now it seems like it's too much of an independent city boys, city girls lifestyle.
But I think it would swing back. I think it will swing back the other way.
Yeah, it
at
will
some
swing
point.
back. But then eventually you'll have to swing back this way.
I
When
don't
do you
know.
find
I
balance?
think
Isn't that the
capitalism-
cycle of life?
But capitalism
Balance.
might have done that. So for example,
Capitalism did do that.
capitalism made it so everything is for sale and you must buy everything.
All down to
And
your
everything
love.
costs more and more every day.
Yeah.
So whereas before you had kids who would go and make your money, like in all like not indigenous cultures, but you know what I'm trying to say.
100%,
Like,
yeah.
you had as many kids as you could because they will go out and they will
Do all the jobs.
You go through your hardship now because they're gonna do the jobs.
It was like your
Now,
immediate tribe.
That was your tribe.
Like a farm thing where one might go get the water, next
Yeah.
one might be responsible for this. It was that type
Now
of
children are seen as a liability. And they are a liability, let's be honest, in terms of like in terms of like, by
They're
the
a
time
true
you
family.
get anything back from them,
Can't
this
do
guy has to
shit.
be a footballer before you get anything back from them.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
kids
it's like-
can't.
it's like-
See right now, they can't do shit. Kids can't do shit.
Kids are not
So
a
now,
liability. It depends.
No,
They can't- you know what, Poe, they can't
I
do
mean, not
shit.
asset.
What?
They
I'm
can't
saying-
do shit.
Oh, they can definitely shit. I'll tell you that.
No, but I'm saying liability in the fact that they will cost you. They will probably cost you more than they ever make you.
Yeah.
So liability in finance terms is what I'm talking about. And like,
Yeah. That is kind of.
but that's the
an
reason why
interesting-
I like this
That's
job.
an interesting take, though.
That's why I like this job though, because that's not always the case if you have this job. Crep has made more money than he made with
Yeah.
Krypton Conan ever in his whole entire life.
But he's
and
a,
we know
he's a
Nala
one-
is a
he's
big
a
respons-
1%.
No, but he did it.
Huh?
But he did it off the
Yeah.
back of the gift. I can give you more gifts. Kim K, she is forever in black culture
No,
going
yeah,
to be rich.
they're all
And
one-
why?
they're 1%.
Because of them
let's be
pick
honest
me.
though. Your
So
kids
I'm
give you drive. They make you go hard.
It's not the driving. What I'm talking about is they position you somewhere.
Yeah.
If I'm a white person doing absolutely nothing, I have kids with you, kid Dan, and all of a sudden I've got black kids, I'm positioned differently now. I have different. I identify as a woman. I have different. I have different, like, do you know what I'm saying? Opportunities now. Do you know where I'm coming from? So not always are they a situation where they take you the negative. Sometimes it is the
no,
positive.
no, it's not even sometimes. I think it's more time it's the positive.
I
But
don't agree with
as
that
in,
now.
I'm saying
I don't agree with
initially,
that.
like my son hasn't made me no bread. Yeah, like, as in, like,
You know what though? Let that land know, cause I hear where you're coming from. Now, let that land. I hear where you're coming from.
Now there might have been a butterfly effect from him that you can't see, but to the naked eye, he was born, and all he's done since being born is cost me money.
Chill out.
It's cost me bread.
Yeah, chill out. Wanna play?
Whereas if you have, sorry, I've lost my train of thought. It's like I'm listening to that conversation.
Yeah, I know,
trying to
I
work
know,
out
I
what's
know.
going on. Flipping.
Who was that?
Who's Alex?
So you just let me in, don't know who he is. Don't ever open the door of my house. Who's that? Oh, just a guy with a gun.
Alex!
I
said
think
it's
I
Alex?
think you've made an interesting point still behind the mentality of why some people don't want to have kids.
Yeah. Financial. It's more often than not. Even when you see people saying, "Oh, I'm gonna wait till I'm 35," whatever, it's not because they're desperate to wait till they're 35. It's they wanna financially be in position to have children.
There you
before
go.
They have children.
And I think that it's more of a Western thing more than anything. Yeah, come in, my brother.
Oh, they're my car.
I think it is like probably more a Western thing than anything else. But
Can I do another little single? Can I do another pivot though? Quickly?
But I think as well, I think as well, like it has a lot to do with not necessarily that like full selfishness or anything, but it's so difficult right now because of capitalism. Everything just costs so much money, and some people just can't afford to live themselves. So then some people think, you know what, if I can barely afford to take care of myself, then I feel like the wrong thing to do is to have a child. Whereas before, it's like, if I have a child, maybe the circumstances could be better because these children are going to help provide something to the community which is better for all of us.
And it's probably still like that in most parts of the world.
Definitely.
It's just not the Western.
But I disagree.
Westernized.
It is the Western. Yeah. We have to look at what's happening in life. What's happening in life is my cousin the other day had a child and she had nowhere to live and now has a council property. There are things to gain.
Yes.
She also gains money for having these children. I'm not here to put anyone down. I'm saying this is a reality.
Yeah.
So because of the child, you had more than you had a year ago.
Yeah.
On top of that, capitalism is forcing not only adults to go crazy, but kids at 16, 17 years old are arguably making more money today than they did the 16-year-olds when I was growing up.
Yeah.
So essentially, having a child, although I do know where some of you're coming from,
Yeah.
if you have a youth right now,
Yeah.
it's fucked. But if you've had a youth and it's a bit of a fucked situation, your child could be your saving grace.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely. Do you know what? The only rebuttal to that is that maybe, you see, like, there might be more young youths that are making more money today than they did back then. Mm-hmm. But one, population might have been a little bit smaller than
That's a good
two.
point.
And what was going on at the time, it was very different, isn't it? But I don't know if it's a thing of kids are making more. I just don't know if it's that. Or if
There's
it
more
looks like
opportunity
it.
there. There's more opportunity. But I don't know if on a whole, you're right. On a whole, I can't say they're making more. But are there more opportunities for a 16-year-old to be a millionaire by 20
money
today? 100%.
Yes.
Even down to youth team footballers back
But
in the day.
population is
Rooney
growing,
was
so it
getting
makes
£60, bro.
population is growing as well, which makes it even harder though.
Which is another good point.
Because that's
tennis.
always the root of that too. It's the more, yes, there's more opportunity, but there's more people.
No, I hear you.
So that makes
And so it's more saturated. So there's more opportunity, yes, but there's also more competition.
yes,
And there's
exactly.
more, yeah.
That's mad, bro.
So really, it's about
the same.
whatever sword you're wielding. Yielding.
Yes.
Is it yielding?
Yielding.
Yielding.
Wielding.
Wielding, isn't it?
Sorry,
There's more consumers at the same time.
there's more consumers. Yeah, but
More money to make.
But
There's more money to be made, but the thing is, you're arguing with all the other people
Mores.
that want their money. There's only this person has £100, and you've got to convince them to spend 20 of those £100 with you, whilst everyone else is trying to do the same, essentially.
But with more people being there, it's like there's more £100.
Yeah, but
It's
you're not
definitely
understanding.
easier in London than maybe anywhere else on the planet.
Do you know the killer is? I understand where you're coming from, but what I've learned from this conversation is there's more of everything then.
Yeah.
So if there's more money, doesn't mean there's more stress. There's more opportunities to mess up. There's more opportunities to lose money, but there's more opportunities to make money. So essentially, Chuckie's right. It actually might be balanced out from back in the day.
Yeah.
You might actually have the same opportunities you had back in
It's
the
just
day.
maybe it's just more
purely as
volatile.
population.
More
Yeah.
volatile.
right. But do you know what? Going to what you said, there's more £100 now. Yeah. What then happens is that £100 means not very much because there's more £100.
Fredo's 50p.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So now things become even more expensive because more people can afford it. It's the same with like you look at properties, for example.
Yeah.
It's like the inflation rate. So some people were making money. The properties was going actually renting. Let's say renting. That's probably a easier example. Yeah. So now let's say the average property at one point would have been like £800 or whatever. Yeah, for a little one bed. But so much people can afford that. So a landlord might say, you know what? I could get £1,000 for that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And it just keeps going up and up and up until it gets to that tipping point of people are stretched They got the money, but they're stretched.
Yeah.
So it's like, if more people have £800, the more implications there is to a capitalist society, because more people then start saying, well, do you know what, I'm going to make it more expensive then.
Yeah.
Do
And
you
all of a
understand
sudden,
what I'm
it's weird. The trickle effect from it is like a brand like Costa loses out.
Yeah.
Because now that person thinks, all right, I'm not going to have those coffees every morning because that will save me £200. That's the rent.
Yeah, 100.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. Like this, that is just like revolving doors. That everything is just like affecting everything right now.
But do you know what? They probably don't say. They're not sad thing is they probably don't go, I'm not going Costa. They probably take a look at all of the franchises that are, or take a look at all the shops that are not franchises and not always constantly in your face. And then they just go, I'm probably only going Costa. So all them other coffee shops on the street that I used to go to, scrap them all out. If I can only choose one place to have coffee, I'm going to a reliable source. And then your like local, what have you, has to close down and sell drugs.
With yeah. That's one market. That's one market that is flying.
What's
What?
Drugs.
That?
Oh,
See
yeah.
the weed market?
To bits.
I can't believe it.
Shout.
They even got the little shiny packets now.
Yeah.
Top shelf.
And some of them look colourful as
yeah,
well.
what do you mean?
I'm seeing
It's
colourful
like
packets.
sweets.
Of
It's like
yeah.
sweets. Like,
Yeah.
It's like I don't even want to open it.
Yeah.
I don't even smoke.
Hey,
know how
one
bad
of
it is,
my
yeah?
brethren showed me a packet of some edibles that he's got or whatever now, yeah? I looked at these packets and they look delightful.
What?
I was like, what? Let me get a gummy bear.
And do you know one thing I always
Twist
say?
up my mind for the night.
The moment you put something in a song and it sounds appealing, I'm telling you, people gravitate towards it.
Yeah.
So I always knew that Jamaican individuals would gravitate towards marijuana because of the way it's presented in music over there. And the moment I heard Nines and Lilo Gold with Look What the Weed Man Done,
Yeah.
I knew it was a
Look
matter
What
of
the
time
Weed
before
Man
we
Done,
have
yeah.
more
Yeah.
interpretations of that over here, and it's just become to
So what are you saying? 2023, there was less white and dark and more edibles.
Nah, I think.
Like, there was a lot less crack, but more
I think there was just as much.
Yeah, so do I.
serious.
Yeah, if
man.
not more,
Like,
man.
Like, yeah, 100%.
More.
There's been more. 100%.
I don't feel like I've
Where's
seen
what
as
else?
much bitties as I have before, but maybe things are a bit different. But
I think
I've
you're
seen
in
a lot
different
more
places.
homelessness though.
No, I've seen.
So not obviously I'm making it a bit deep here now, but I've definitely seen a lot more homelessness.
not even
And
sure
with
about that.
homelessness, you would expect that they might need a something, a pick me up or a young.
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
me. But would it be cheaper not to get a what? Is Spice still on road?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm assuming that people that I see in that don't dress particularly like they have a house, no disrespect. I'm trying to word this correctly. I don't want to look at every single person and think like because of the way you're presented, you probably are homeless. But I do see a lot more individuals that give me the impression they could potentially be homeless on road now. Just go Holloway Road. Gee,
No, homelessness is up on the rise, bro.
See Holloway Road, yeah.
That's a fact.
That going Holloway Road, I feel like I'm in that nitty area in LA, bro. It is mad.
Homelessness is definitely up.
Brother,
That's crazy.
Homelessness
Brother.
it's so expensive. But there's also some people that are like, they have a place to live. They just can't afford to live. Do you get what I'm saying? Like there's a dude that's always outside my Tesco's. He actually lives somewhere. He just can't afford to live, like to eat.
brother. Do you know
Oh,
what?
he lives somewhere.
But he just can't
He's
afford it.
got a little somewhere to live.
Even from a privileged perspective, yeah, I looked at it the other day. I pay Sky. Obviously, you pay your rent and everything else, or what have you, or your mortgage. But see the extra things. I pay Sky, Amazon, Disney, fucking Prime, everything. I literally have every app,
Netflix.
everything. And sometimes at the end of the month, I'm like, is that how much all of that cost?
Do you reckon in the
Christ,
new
bro.
year, yeah, could you see yourself going through your finances and eliminating
I've started
stuff?
already.
Not next year.
I've started already.
Okay.
I've eliminated bare stuff.
Is it, yeah?
Bare stuff, bro. I'm done now. I'm done.
That's
I've cut
good.
down my Sky. I'm done. I don't want Sky.
You can get the box.
No,
Yeah,
you
I
can go on
got-
Twitter and just get a stream.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I
I'm
still see-
joking.
Can
I
I be
realised-
honest with you?
You're still tweeting it.
Bro, I hate you for it, and I find it so funny. Because you know what? More time, like most people now have like upgraded to get the thing, whatever you put it in the TV, the Fire Stick, whatnot. Back in the day, you used to see people on Twitter talk about, yeah, send me the stream. That was the thing. Bro, the only person I see on my feed is Poet every day.
I get told I'm not
send
allowed
me a
to.
link.
I'm not allowed to do
Big
it.
man, Total Sportec.
No, but you don't. Watch this. See, that's
In
the
fact, I've
stream
never used
that
it.
you use,
Total
and
small
the fact that you have knowledge on it means everyone's using it. Now, I'm ignorant to this, but I know the less people on the stream, the more
better.
efficient it is.
Yeah.
Send me all of
depends-
them.
depends on the
I
bandwidth.
will find what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want.
yeah.
Why should I trust Total Sport if everyone's over there? I don't want to go over there.
It's such law, though, you're
Total
waiting.
Sport Tech gives you bare links, and then what I do is I click on the bottom one or the low.
The
somewhere in
last
middle.
one.
Yeah,
Link
somewhere in
eight.
the middle.
Yeah,
Not at the top
yeah,
because
yeah.
that one's there cloggy.
But look where your journey's taking me. Look where your journey's taking me. I now have an app on my phone. I can watch games that are happening tomorrow. Like, that's the place I'm in now because of my journey on wanting to find
I
knowledge.
pay.
See, I don't pay.
What? I got.
I've got Sky. I got boxes as well as Sky. Like
Stop showing off. Let me
I'm
remove
like
you.
I don't know. Like I don't have BT Sport on my package
Okay.
only because Chelsea aren't in the Champions League.
Okay, fair.
So I'm not
How much do you pay for that in a month? Do you know?
100. I think. But there's a multi-room. I got a multi-room in there.
A multi.
good, I need
What does that even mean?
So that means I got Sky in my bedroom. I got Sky in the front
Same
room.
here.
I got
Oh,
like,
Sky take the piss.
bro, is that bro?
Hold on, Dan. Are you? Yeah, that's good. Is this the app? I bust me.
No homo.
Yeah,
No.
boy, yeah.
Every person I see on my timeline, man.
So then
I
why?
went up the stream and that's where it took me.
So then why are you still asking for a stream? If
He
you
wants
got
that
that?
When's the last
alternative.
time? When's the last time
A
you
couple
saw?
of weeks ago.
I feel like
Minimum.
I've seen it.
Bare minimum.
I want you to prove it.
Bet-
You can all say what you want.
I think I've actually seen it from him in the last couple of weeks as
Then
well. I'm being
Bro, I'm not
Exactly.
gonna, let me. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna type
Does that
poet
have-
in stream.
My app.
Maybe the last.
There's no point.
the Champions
What are
League.
we doing here? What are you doing here? You can just type.
The Fury fight.
You can just type.
He's
You
he's
can just
deleted the tweet.
He's deleted them.
Oh, we're doing that stuff now. We're doing that stuff now.
He's deleted the tweet.
He's deleted them.
You see, people, what they're trying to do is hot. I told you on Instagram the other day. 2024, I'm done with the agendas.
Let me
I'm
tell you something.
getting rid of
Let
them.
me tell you something. This is how I know he's deleted these fucking
I haven't
This is
tweeted
gonna be like
them.
last
because
year.
the last one was 2022.
Ah,
and I
yeah,
know.
I know.
And I know. Do you know what he does? I'll tell you exactly what he does.
Trying to hold me back.
He asks for the stream and then deletes it
As soon
afterwards
as
once
he's
he's got
got
his.
it. As soon as he's got it.
As soon as he's got
I
it.
saw it in the last couple of weeks. I know.
Definitely.
Oh, people, you
This is
see
why
this?
he's sitting here with
Why
his big
can't they just
chest.
be wrong? Why can't they just go, do you know what, Paul? You're right, you know.
If I
You
ask for a
haven't done it
stream,
in a
I
year.
get a message immediately from someone somewhere, Sky Boxer. Yo, I beg you delete that tweet because it promotes or encourages piracy.
Right,
We're trying
yeah.
to do a pay-per-view fight. That's it.
Yeah, I hear
Oh, is it?
No,
I used
hear
to get that.
So quickly, the finance element, yeah. Could you see yourself going through your finances and eliminating stuff?
Nah, I struggle. You know, I'm actually one of the people. Yeah, that is like, I won't. For me to save, I'm a good saver. Yeah, I can save money, but I don't save money by cutting expenditure. I save money by making more. That isn't so.
hear
I
you.
like, and I'm not one of those people. I find it very hard. Like if I could cut expenditure,
Yeah.
then I'd be really in the is it in the black, in the green right now. But like, because there's certain things I have to do that like I need a city boy trip.
Yeah, I hear it.
I need one every now and then. And I might need sometimes to be like, I've been like, I might need to go to a restaurant, or I might all the places where you can. You know what I'm saying? Like I get to the point where I'm just like, ugh, like I'm done squeezing myself. Now it's been bottlenecked. Let me just let it out.
Yeah, but you're doing a mad thing. I'm saying this. I'm gonna go for a city boy trip. I'm cutting.
But in general, I don't spend money. Like I'm saying, I get
your
general,
point.
I don't spend money. I don't eat.
But look what you're doing.
Breakfast and like.
Watch this. If I spend $1,000 extra a month that I don't need to, and after 6 months I spent $6,000, and you get to June and just spend $6,000 in Dubai, me and you've done the same thing.
Exactly.
So what I'm saying to you is the best thing for us to do, even if we want to do that,
to not do
is
it.
find. Bro, go on your city boy trip and don't spend $6,000.
No, but I
cut
think-
some
I think-
expenses. You can spend $3,000 on your city boy trip instead of $6,000, and then
I think I did feel
Co-
critical.
correct
me-
That's
calm.
what I did.
Correct
know
me
where
if
I'm
I'm
coming
wrong, yeah? Correct me if I'm wrong. Essentially, what you're saying is, yeah, there's a base amount of money that is comfortable for you to live. Yeah?
It's gone now. 2024 is wrapped.
But let me finish, yeah? The way that you say... the way that you saved is that if you make more, you can still put the money aside as opposed to spending all of the money that you've made more. Because sometimes what happens is people make more, so they always spend a whole lot more.
Yeah.
You might spend
I got-
more,
yeah.
but you will still spend less to put a little bit
So I
away.
usually have targets that I have to hit. But that's because I've been saving. I want to save a certain amount of month to hit a certain thing so I can achieve a certain thing, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I won't spend a penny usually until I'm hitting that. But then there's like a little like pot or whatever it is where you're just like, all right, cool, that's topping up now. So like, there's some spending money there soon when you need it.
Yeah,
when you get the urge.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
there's something there for you. But then my problem is.
So what do you do that every time you get paid or every time every
Mine's
month?
different because I'll get paid like I don't get paid like everyone.
Monthly,
We don't
yeah.
get paid monthly. Do you know what I'm saying? It'd be far easier to assess what I'm doing and how I do it if you get paid on a set day every day, like every month, like most people do. But because we're getting paid like here, like money just appears in accounts, but money leaves my accounts like never before. Like it's just like boom, 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 boom. It's just gone, or it's already gone. Like it comes in, comes out, and I just managed to be like slightly more in the red, in the green, black, whatever.
You
it
know,
is.
for the first time in my life, I've almost done essentially what Poet, I think you do. I pay myself every month now.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I've got to do that from next year.
Yeah, I never did that before. I just always just had what I had. I would distribute and just do whatever and just try and live that way. Now, what I did was I said to myself, let me see if I could just live off this.
Yeah.
Do you get me? And then once it's done, it's done.
And just that's
you get
me.
what I'm saying? So I'm trying. So 2023, I started that at the beginning of the year. I said, all right, you know what? I'm gonna pay myself this, and I'm just gonna just try to just live
Did
off
that number change throughout the year?
It did.
Of course it did.
I'm not gonna lie.
To me.
The first month I was like, yo, this is tough.
Yeah.
Let me just, you know what I mean? But then like now,
to cut you, when
I found my sweet spot now.
Oh, that's fine then. Because you see when you made your number, because when I made my number, for example,
Yeah.
I didn't do no thought. I just said, this is how much I'm going to give myself without assessing everything. And then I assessed everything. And I paid myself again that month.
Yeah.
Like I've been doing.
It's crazy because you can spend money without like I'm a moments person. That's what stops me. That's what stops me really thriving. Is that I get caught in moments.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, let's do it.
There's no way out in the
And
moments
all of a sudden
like
I'm a rack down from nothing. Like some of my lot went to Sumasan and they couldn't get in because they had ripped jeans and they changed the dress code policy. But it's someone's birthday.
Yeah.
I live not too far. I'm a 10-minute drive from Sumasan, for example, yeah? So I'm like, I'm going to come and bring you lot. I brought like 4 pairs of like non-ripped. I brought cargos, things that they're just waiting outside, waiting to get in. So I brought them things. I said, I'm not coming in. I know what Sumasan does. Last time I was here, spent big readies. I'm not doing it.
Did you go there in shorts?
No, I went there in flares.
Okay.
They're not flares. They're like boot cuts. So it was my
mate,
first
Because
experiment.
you would have given yourself a good chance of not going in if you
I
went
didn't
there
go
in
in.
shorts.
I didn't go in.
Okay.
You like
Anyway,
where's out of
I
control.
gave them the trousers. Malik was there actually. Gave them all the trousers. Thank God I got out of there. I get a phone call from Manny P.
Yeah.
He's in the ends with the Manny lot. Where are you? We're in Bagatelle.
Oh, that place is hell. Gal are just doing the most, and you're just like, yeah, you want a drink?
I'm like, cool, I'm coming. I'm pulling up right now.
Crazy,
I get in Bagatelle.
crazy.
I see Hudson Odoi. Now it's
going.
Now it's going. And then all of a sudden, where do I end up, Tate? I was at home.
Mate.
Till my phone rang.
Yeah.
And now I'm a quit down.
So he said, flipping out. So he's saying 2024 is you're trying to.
I can't behave like that because I've now got things that I have to pay for. Like I have this to pay for. I've got a rent. I've got a mortgage. I've got too many things that have to be done at the same time for probably the first 6 months. That I won't have that extra buffer that I usually play with. So I won't have that anymore. Like I will probably be as close to month as you'll probably get for the next 6 months, I reckon.
Did you?
And then I'm back.
But then you're back, yeah.
Carry tough.
Yeah, of course.
But this year,
Balance.
I was month to month for 2 months. I couldn't believe it. And I just said, within the second month, I said, this has to change. And then by March, it was calm. Like, the start of this year was crazy. So-
This is
I'm
about to be my
technically,
most
in how I pay myself now, I'm basically month to month.
Yeah, but it's different. You've
But
got
in different
you've got a
terms.
buff. Like as in like that's like
I know,
Roman
I know,
Abramovich
I know.
saying,
I
"All
know,
right,
I
this
know.
month we only."
Nah,
gonna
but I'm not
spend-"
really.
You know what I'm
Roman
saying?
You know what I'm
Abramovich.
saying? Like as in like it's
You're
not,
month to month by choice.
Yeah.
My nigga. Like, it's not
you're
like,
just doing it to like.
Listen,
be,
I'm not sitting
be
here.
with the people.
I'm not doing a cry meeting. I'm not doing that. Like,
I'll tell you what, I'm definitely not.
In the
doing.
trendsetter hat,
I'm
you
not doing
better
a
not.
budgeting meeting with my bird. Have you seen that thing going around where every year the couple meet
That
up?
sit down and do the whole.
Sit down,
Oh,
away from-
shut up.
I saw that.
Now, do you know what? I shouldn't say shut up because you lot might be well in love, and that's the way you do your thing.
It's
But
true,
I'm
it's
just
true,
saying,
it's true, it's true.
Cardi
Just don't
B
work for me.
Left Offset broke. Stay
You
with
know
What
us.
did she?
You, I think in order
Not
for a
broke.
couple, in order for a couple to be able to do that, you both have to be. One person has to be financially literate. That's one, and you usually find in relationships that there's someone who's financially illiterate in that
That capacity.
Yeah.
But the person who's financially illiterate has to be able to be a team player. They have to be. Because you can sit there and make all of these plans and these spreadsheets and this, that, and whatever, and babes, this is what we're going to do, and bam, boom, bang. But you see, once you leave the board meeting,
And you travel home together.
yeah, nah, do you know what? This one wants that and this, and boom, boom, boom.
It don't work.
Have you ever, I've not been, see, I wouldn't mind it. I'd like to do it. I'm sure one day it happens, innit, yeah? But I've never shared my financial information with my partner. I've never got to that stage. I've never got to that stage where we've had to sit down and be like, okay,
Look at
you
these
know what?
accounts.
Like this is what needs to be paid for. This is how how much are you making? Let's
No, I've never said my whole life ever what I make.
okay.
So when it was mortgage time, and you gotta like email and CC,
Yes. So then,
and you get to have a look at these accounts, I definitely got some messages
who what from?
from my bird. But I knew.
did you
this
know
would
how much-
happen.
did you
I
know-
knew as I'm sending it. I'm like, don't send that 6 months. Like, let's start it from like.
Yeah.
Don't, I can't send what February was.
Did you know what she? Did you know what she?
But you can say it on the pod.
Did you know what she made?
Yeah, I do, but I'm not. No, I don't. That's
don't
nothing
care.
to me. It's nothing. I'm not ever gonna look. But I know, for them, it's gonna be quite interesting to have a real look at this.
That's an awkward thing for some people to do.
It's not even
man.
awkward. And my stance has always been the same. Don't talk to me about money. I'll talk to me about money.
And do you know what's
No,
so
but you-
crazy?
sorry.
When I was younger, I was so ignorant into thinking when couples got together in that capacity that they just shared those things like whatever.
No.
You see, when I got older and I started looking at what I was contributing to the situation in comparison to the other person, and that person's asking me what I'm making, I had to say to them one day, no, I think this is the wrong question. My nigga, what are you making? Because I'm paying for this, and I don't know what you're contributing. So we got to figure out what you can actually contribute. Don't worry about me right now.
My thing, it
This
don't
is
even
crazy.
bother me. My thing is just, it's more of a like.
No, it didn't
Do
bother
you know what
me.
it is? It
but
gets
when
to a
you
point
asked
where
me-
it's just like, oh, we can't do this because we can't afford to. I'll be like, I'll tell you what we can afford. I'll tell you what can and can't, what I can and can't do. This is actually, it's a me thing. More
No,
than it's
but it
anything.
might be a
why was
we.
there a
It's a
it might
we
be,
thing.
It might be a we thing, and so sometimes a person might need to have an understanding of what you're working with, so that they can know what.
Yeah, but
to
accounts
target.
look weird, especially when you're transferring from account to account, and all of a sudden now it looks like 80 grand went in your account this month, or like
It's all
whatever it is. But
mad.
it's not. It's just in and out from your account to your account, and you've transferred this out. So like it's confusing for anyone other than your accountant, realistically.
And you.
It just looks like huge numbers.
Yeah. I hear it still. But
so-
then you also have your private accounts and
Yeah.
a joint account, if anything.
Joint
know,
what?
A joint account. You wouldn't have a joint account with somebody.
Brother, the only
account
joint
for
I have
what?
is in my living room that I'm a.
You would have a joint account?
today, fam. A joint account.
Yeah,
with
like
someone
things for-
else.
I got
I would have a joint account.
My brother,
I got a joint credit card.
What?
What?
That's crazy in my mind. See, the joint credit card
Yeah.
is the person financially literate.
She's.
You can't give a credit card to somebody who's not careful with
I
that.
don't know. The thing is, I'm probably the more financially illiterate one, because I'm definitely financially literate. But I might be the bigger liability here.
Yeah.
Like I'm the one that's gonna go
Oh.
back
Yeah,
up.
you're the one. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the one that's gonna
hear
lose
it.
my head and be like, nah, actually, I want that.
Yeah.
So the awkward conversation.
I've never seen a credit card, by the way.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I've never seen it. So, as in, I just use it. Just gets used for like points.
So a joint a joint account would be, for me, how I see it. This is how I would see a joint account: is me, my missus, we live together and we are paying certain elements of the bills together or doing certain things together, and we just put money in that
Yeah,
account
like a bill account.
together. Yeah. And then, like, let's say we had kids and stuff like that. Money goes into that account, and it's just for the kids or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like all in one. And maybe I would like to hope that the person that I'm with is able to take care of elements of that and just do the right thing, buy the think stuff for the kids. You know what I mean? We've got some money in there for holiday. You can book that and whatnot or whatever. And I got my thing and she's got her thing, but we got a little one pot.
Yeah. But
You get
here's
me?
the one thing you must always understand, especially for you, Chuckie.
Go on.
I don't want to do that.
Her money is her money,
And my money is my money, man.
and your money is her money.
Oh my God. That's so true, you know. I meant in terms of talking about it. You have to understand your money is her money, bro.
That's it.
I'm telling you, bro. It's her money. And that's the reason why, because my money is her money, I don't want her to know how much I'm making. I don't want you to know everything. It's bad enough that we've gone to dinner, I got to pay for it. I went out to Saturday, I spent 4 bills. No one's asking me how much I'm making. We just assume Poet's paying 4 bills. The Poet will pay the 4 bills.
It's a sickener.
Then we've left the 4 bills and we spent another £800-900 on clothes and all of that. Let's not ask, but now you're gonna do all of that and then ask me what I'm making. Big man, no. You can have one. You can't have both. One or the other.
I'm only because I think asking someone how much they make is almost sometimes like asking someone who have they slept with. I don't like that question.
But they don't ask. They don't say. Sorry to stop you. They don't say how much have you made. They ask every question in and around that. They'll ask me, "Are you cool for that this month?" They'll ask all this other stuff that lets them want to try
They
and
can build a picture.
they're
That's
trying
not
to
a
build
bad
a picture on
that's
how
not a
much I
bad
make,
question.
and I
That's-
just go,
That's
"Don't
not
worry
a bad
about none
question,
of
though.
that."
That's not a bad question.
Why is that not?
If
no,
we're paying for something,
it's intent though, Chuckie. I don't believe you're asking because you're concerned about my bank account.
Told you what version
I
of it
believe
we're
you're
getting
asking
today. I
me
told you.
because you want to know all the other information. So what do? Don't worry, big man, we're here.
No comment.
I just want to land on my point quickly.
Sorry,
yeah.
apologies.
So like, I guess the only time I probably am asking for how much a person might make is if we're moving in a direction together, but I'm sensing a crisis. I'm sensing something doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now we need to sit down and have a conversation about what's going on here.
Which could happen.
Because something is not feeling right. Now we might need to start
Would you
unpacking
notice?
stuff.
You wouldn't notice.
What
How-
if
how
there was a
wouldn't you notice?
crisis? Oh, I absolutely would.
notice.
You would notice though.
No, the crisis, like you wouldn't notice because you would be the breadwinner. So because most things fall on you, you might not even see that maybe that person doesn't spend how they should spend, or
Nah.
maybe they're
Nah.
No, because let's go to the credit card element. Yeah, no matter, like, bro, I have a broke mentality. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got PTSD from being broke. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So from that,
hear him, you know.
if we have a credit card here, and like maybe I'm making more money, whatever, and I'm paying the credit card or whatever it is, yeah, I know when this credit card doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And if we have a couple of months where it's not feeling right, we need to sit and have a conversation about why this isn't feeling right. And what you need to do is explain to me why my thinking is a little bit off.
Yeah.
And if you can give me some reasoning for why my thinking might be off, then fair enough. Credit card will get paid.
Yeah,
if
but
not, we start looking at your fucking
But
finances.
that would it would have to be a major thing for you to notice that. Like I'm talking like you get
Nah.
paid on the 25th and by the 30th you feel like I've got no money.
No,
Like,
no,
it would
no,
have
no,
to
no,
be
no.
something
It
major.
doesn't.
You
It
wouldn't-
do-
you
it
Nah,
don't. It
you
don't.
see,
Because I
but-
still have the concept of what is spending a lot of money, regardless of money that I'm making. Like I know when something is expensive. I know when it's
I
expensive.
know when something's
bro.
expensive.
And you know when you know as well, when you've been with someone for a period of time, there's a pattern of behaviors that they do. And you pick up on, cool, I'm having a good life. You pick up on, I'm panicking. You pick up on these things. So financially, if I pick up on I'm panicking, try know I'm asking questions. Because I'm going to now have to spend more money that month and you're not even letting me know that there's a crisis.
I think you got to work out how
not
people
just
spend
me.
as well. Like I spend in spurts.
Same.
So for example, like I will get to a point where I'm like, I need to spend some money. You know what I'm saying? Like I will get to a point where I'm like, I need to spend something. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know whether this means I need to buy some trainers and a jacket. I don't know what it means, but I get to a point where I'm like, I have to spend something now. I
Why?
feel like
What
because
happens
Because
around?
I've done 7 days work a week for however many weeks. So now I'm like, all right, cool. Like I need like a
reward.
like a reward, if you like. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the long term goal, that's too far over there. I ain't gonna make it there if I keep grinding like this. I need something small in between. That small in between might be a trip, it might be a jacket, it might be a train. I just need something. Do you know what I'm saying? So I spend in those spurts where it's just like that's the moments. There's a week where like I can wobble, and like all of a sudden, who knows what I can spend in that. It could be anything, and it might be 100, but it could be who knows what it could be.
Yeah.
But I have to, like, I've noticed with me, I have to almost obey that feeling and just hope that I can get this out of the way in like £150.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
feeling out of the way. Yeah. Otherwise, it's gonna manifest bigger and bigger, and then someone's gonna say in my ear, "Tell them."
Yeah. Yeah.
And do you know what? If you ignore that, you can ignore to them, and then a month later you hear Dubai, and then
But it works the other way round. So as soon as I spend money that I feel like I've maybe overspent here, I'm back in grind mode. I don't want to be out. I don't want to do nothing. I only want to make money.
Right.
So I'm saying, so it's like I can't find that balance. I have to do that in order to kind of like just ride it.
Yeah. I think as well, like,
feels right.
We're probably talking from a point of privilege in a sense that if there was a conversation about money and it was something that you had to do for whatever reason, say you was buying a purchase or whatever, it's like a bit more of you're in a more of a comfortable situation to have that conversation. But there are a lot more people out there that like are not in them situations, and it's a really difficult conversation to really have, because I think back to a point where, you know what, having a conversation about money with the person that I'm with, even if I'm in a great space and I see my future with this person or whatever else, yeah, like, I would feel too prideful to really discuss what I'm making, because in some senses, maybe it might, like, maybe this ain't the right term, but you know what I mean? It's like pulls my skirt up a little bit.
Yeah, compromise
like,
your position.
Yeah, because it's like, rah, what? Oh, what? Is that what that really is? I thought it was, and it's like an element of embarrassment or whatnot. But sometimes, you know what? Sometimes, depending on the person, sometimes you need to do the teamwork to make the dream work. Team, you got to find a way to be able, for you both to be able to get out of the mud and whatnot. And there's something beautiful about that. My mum and Peter did it. You know, when I was young, I didn't know the mud that they was in. Yeah. They was in some mud. Yeah. Bailiffs coming to the yard, all kinds of stuff, whatever. We was the family that lived on the estate that wasn't the poorest, but we was definitely 100% in the mud.
Bottom half.
And yes, 100 million%. And somehow they sat down one day and was like, all right, cool. We actually need to figure out how to get ourselves out of the mud or whatever. And, you know, through, I wouldn't just say hard work, because loads of people are working hard and it's difficult for them. But you know what? Certain things aligned, certain, like, working smart, doing certain things, whatever. Later on down the line, they were able to buy a house, and that was a massive achievement for them. You get what I'm saying? A massive achievement. But the only way that my mum wouldn't have been able to do it on her own. Yeah. And what Peter was making at the time, he definitely wouldn't have been able to do it on his own. So they came together and had an awkward conversation. Yeah. We're both in the mud. What are we going to do to get ourselves out of the mud? And they both had the same common goal and was able to go and achieve that. So honorable shout out to the people that have that in their mind. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's difficult. It's a lot more easier said than done. And it's hard to be in companionships where you are, when them things happen. But if you get it and you find it and you feel it, run for it.
Run. 100. I hear you. I'm going to run from it, but the rest of you lot, you run towards it, man. I'm here for the streets, man. God bless.
Hey, highlights. Any highlights? Any good highlights?
This year, is it just me, or has this been the fastest year yet?
No, I think for me, the last few years have been hella fast. Actually,
this year,
aside from COVID, it was not so fast.
I was like, what?
This has been the first year where I'll be like, it's just fully like a non-COVID year. I feel like at the start of 2022, I was still having COVID conversations. Yes. Like, this is the first year I'm like, COVID-free, which is pretty good. Unless you're in Sweden.
Back.
I know some people in Sweden are still getting it.
COVID's back.
You man in Sweden getting COVID, grow up, man.
Nah, that was me as well.
Yeah, grow up, man.
It stank.
Of course it stinks.
What? The last couple, 4 weeks ago? Jesus.
People getting COVID now reminds me of adults getting chicken pox. Like, just grow up, man. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you, man?
Shingles now.
37 years old with chicken pox. Oh, boy, I can't come out. I got chicken pox. Yeah. Don't chat to me again.
You can get it twice, though, I heard.
I think that was my third time, bro.
What? No, I'm talking
chicken pox, bro.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. I might not be doing this podcast with you. You might be chilling with my dad if you had chicken pox 3 times.
No, you better have.
Is it?
Yeah.
You need
I
to
must
have
had it when I was a youth then.
Yeah,
you better go on your mum and
Super
find out.
If you
Phone
didn't,
your mum.
and you get it now, you're in big
I'm in a pickle.
trouble. Yeah,
You're in
yeah,
a
yeah.
pickle.
You better have had
I had
that.
chicken pox and measles
Yeah.
early. Talking 9 a.m. Catch the worm. I'm not on this.
Yeah.
Chicken pox at 7 p.m. I'm 50 years old with chicken pox.
You're mashed.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That is very childish.
It's too childish, man.
But you're saying the year went quick.
For me,
you?
yeah. Because you know what? There was, just personally, I don't think this is something that's universal, but just personally for me, there was loads of things I wanted to get past.
Right.
So you just gear yourself up to deal with it, get past it, boom, move forward, and let's. So by the time I've moved forward, it's November.
Yeah.
It's November. So now I'm ready for 2024. So
Yeah, the
Yeah,
year
fast,
did
yeah,
go quick though. But I think every year just goes quick for me.
Well, apparently, because time is like magnetic. Because remember when you're young, yeah, you're in year 7. It's Champions League day. That
Amazing.
school day lasted forever.
felt, yeah.
When you're young and you're 5 years old, and your mum says, "No, you're going to your auntie's to see your cousin in 2 weeks." That seems like a lifetime away.
what do you mean 2 weeks?
Because
Cuz?
it is in that.
Can I just
in
interrupt you
relation.
very quickly? I went to go and see my goddaughter, yeah, and this was in early November. So when I've got there, she's mad excited to see me. We're playing around, whatever, for time, whatnot, catching joke, and then like as a family started playing games or whatever, yeah. At the end, I'm like, look, I gotta go now. And she's like, what? Like, and I thought that was cute because she ain't never done this
Yeah.
before. So I'm like, I'm gonna come on in Christmas, innit? She was like, these times it was November. She said Christmas.
Yeah.
She said Christmas.
No, but as a
That
kid-
is far away.
Your-
She said it's not even December yet.
Your concept.
I'm
of
like, it's
time-
November though. She said, I know.
Yeah, but they've only lived like 50 months.
Yeah.
They don't
You know what I'm
get it.
saying?
They
So like
don't
for
get
them,
it.
that month is like what? That's like 1/50 of my entire life. Whereas for us, we're old now, getting there.
Yeah.
So now we're looking at things like, nah, we'll do that now. 2026, yeah, lit, we'll do that then. And we're like, what?
Brother.
Imagine saying at 10 years old, yeah, we're gonna do this when we're 12. That's no point even thinking that far ahead.
Yeah.
No point. Nowadays, you're planning for 2026.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Some days I've been sitting down doing nothing. I'm going to keep it very, very honest with you. Do you know
Strong.
why?
Good.
Convenience has messed up my life. Everything I used to do when I was very younger was part of some type of journey. Whether it was going to the shop to buy something or it was making food. Whereas both of those things now, they exist on Uber Eats.
Yeah.
So the process within that is just the length of time it takes to get from that shop to my house, which is usually like 15, 20 minutes. So then for the other periods of time, I haven't even worked out what I should be doing within it. So eventually it's 9 o'clock and I'm like, it's time to watch Netflix and go sleep. And I can't lie, that happens so much. Convenience messed up my life, fam. It just made processes too quickly, so I just don't know what to do.
Are you happy with where your friendship circle is at?
Yeah, I'm lucky, bruv. I'm mad fortunate. Mad fortunate. Very fortunate. What about yourself?
Nah, I got bad friends.
You've got great friends.
And go. Keep going. Go on. Go and be
I've had
honest.
enough of that,
Go and be
man.
I
honest.
got good friends. They have good moments.
They have good moments!
But for the most of it, they're bad friends, man.
Why?
They're drawouts. My friends are drawouts.
Good friends.
But they have moments where it's just like, so everyone has moments where they're like, all right, I'm not going, you're not seeing me for 2 weeks. And I love that. I'm like, thank God.
Yeah.
But then 2 weeks comes and now you're only seeing me for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it's like an on-off. It's like everyone's got severe ADHD.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just...
We're recovering
It's
from
chaotic,
COVID.
yeah.
I'm telling you, the amount of parties we've made. One thing I don't like, I spoke to JTK about this yesterday.
Big up J2K.
Big up the JTK every single time. I love R&B. I love family. I feel there's a reason they're happening. I said this to JTK. There's too many parties nowadays, and most of them are based upon ego. They're not happening because let's have a good time. It's one person's got an album coming out, or something going on. Let's give you a little party, make it all about me. Don't even know why I'm here, but guess what? Fuck it, I got this album in my hand. Like there's loads of things like that happening now. So parties have lost a sense of enjoyment. They've lost a sense of meaning because a party usually was about everyone, whereas all the parties now are about one person. And essentially, more time, no disrespect to that person. I don't care about you that much to leave my fucking house. It's warm. Heating is expensive. I'm gonna get every single pound that I'm paying for my heating. I'd rather stay in my house.
It's expensive.
It's expensive, my nigga. So even all of those things, fam, like just ruining outside experiences and so on and so forth.
So you see me, yeah, super happy with like my friendship circle, proper. I think though, couple of my friends I don't see enough.
I like that.
And the other day I went to a birthday, and there was like a group of people there. Like one of my best mates was there. There was just bare other people there, whatever. Then these girls was talking to my brethren, and they was like, I don't know how it came about, but I've come to the table, and they're like, "What? How often do you two like chat on the phone and that?" Then I was like, "Not like, I don't know, not really that much, but yeah, you know what I mean." Then they're like, "Well, how often do you like meet up and that?" And I'm like, "Well, not really like, but still, you know, I'm trying to make excuses. I'm like, well, I saw him like a couple months ago. You know, I'm doing all of that, innit? Yeah, and I'm deep in it, and I'm like, I feel like we talk and we do things or whatever, yeah. But now it's like maybe even with one of my friends, more time it's like I ain't seen him for time, but you know what? I want his daughter also to know that if he's not around, she could depend on me. So I might go to the yard on that. It's like that type of vibe or whatever. But I'm like, you know what? After that, I was like, yeah, we actually need to do better because I see more people just going out to dinner, doing friends, just doing stuff, and like we need to do that. But you know what? On the flip side, Poe, do you know what I've liked? Me and you have talked more,
much more.
We've talked a lot more just outside of this,
and I've loved that for time. You know?
He has.
He's been calling that on for ages.
I'm a miserable guy like that.
He has. And I know, and you know what? Yeah. One of the times, I think one of the last times you mentioned it, it struck a chord with me. Then I made a change.
You made a massive change, Chuckie, to the point where on a Thursday you will phone me and apologise for not talking to me. I'm like, my nigga, I could have phoned you as well. Do you know where I'm coming from? But because I make it a thing to be so, like, I won't lie to you. Like when I wake up in the day, sometimes I think about who haven't I spoken to. And I make it a point to text them, phone them, or even like their fucking picture on Instagram, just to let them know I am thinking about you. I don't want to think about you and not share the thought. It doesn't make sense to me.
I think I might not be a bad friend, You are. But I am. Maybe I'm a bad friend.
Nah, I feel like you spend a lot of time with your... Do you know what? So I know you're about to land here, but I feel like the difference is with you do spend like you go on holidays with friends.
You
do things with friends. You travel.
Yeah. And I'm in WhatsApp.
Boots,
But as in like in general, I get up and my day's started by 8:30. Like, and I'm talking it's on go. Like we're already at 75 miles an hour.
The use of
that, you get me. Like school run straight to and now you got to figure out what the day is and how you planned it. Like so, like sometimes it will get to certain times. I'll just go. The week just fly, bro. My year has gone so fast, and I don't really know where it's gone because it's just disappeared from beneath me. Like every day. I feel like when you got kids, and maybe more so when you live with your kids,
it's mad.
Your life speeds up quick. Like, and they say it slows back down once those kids are older, and you like your day becomes your day. But as soon as I wake up, like, go get changed, you get breakfast, get in the car, like, and even that's a squeeze. Like, I've done it. I've got 3 minutes to play with.
Yeah.
Now I've got to get to school. Then I've got something to and then I've got like there's just so much going on that sometimes it will be like 3-4 weeks I ain't spoken to my dad. I'm like, what? That is what I'm saying. Like, like it's crazy. Like my mum is. I
go see my dad once a week. I try and do that.
So you don't stop showing off now.
Like my mum, like my.
Oh fuck.
I really want alcohol. It's not that bad.
Oh my god.
Come on, man.
The death joke.
I'm not gonna do it next year, but come on, we're here. It's funny, man.
No, but I mean that's anyway. Go on.
I'll pick up what you learned.
I don't even know where I was, man. But yeah, it's just everything happens quick, and then my time moves so quick, and I should feel. And I do sometimes feel mad guilty because, like, my mum will phone me. I'll be like, oh, I'm going to put it back in a minute, mum. And then I won't. And she'll phone me 4 hours later. I'm just like...
Shit, yeah. You see the name come up on your phone, you think, fuck, 4 hours.
I've done it again. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's definitely a me thing. But my life is super quick right now. I don't know what's going on. But it will slow down soon.
Do you speak to your mum a lot?
Yeah.
I'm talking about to Poe.
Yeah.
Of course. I share my phone now. That's my G.
Okay.
Maybe the past week it hasn't been that much just because it's Christmas and I've got to sort out a couple of things. But in general, my mum's my G, bro. And my mum's the one that taught me. My mum and dad always taught me about the value in talking to people, like your people. Because the older I've got, I've realised how important it is. Like, Like niggas don't really care about you, bro. Like in terms of like that, the amount of interactions you have to the amount of people that care is probably like 0.05%. So then it's like the moment I have like shout out JC for example, a guy will hit me up all the time, just thinking about you. Hope you're cool. Shout out my brother Tyson. I got people that genuinely check for me, and I think because of my job, sometimes I'm a little bit distracted to what's actually important, and I think that's a lot of us.
Yeah.
So sometimes, man, we'll put off that phone call with that person because we think they're always going to be there. Because that is not the case, my guy.
Yeah.
We are not gods. We are human beings under the eyes of the Lord. We only know what we know. So therefore, if there's an opportunity, it's 5 minutes. I always say to people, I'm not asking for you to have a long conversation with me. Just text me and say that you're wearing an orange t-shirt, and I'm good with that. I know
That's
you're
my
alive.
New Year's resolution.
That's it, bro. Just
Next
contact
year,
people,
make
bro.
more effort with people. You know what it is? It's not just. There's no one exempt from it. If my phone don't ring, there's a hefty chance I don't phone a soul.
You can't
And I need
do that,
to
bro.
do that. I need to like work on that.
That's
Because
what I've been working
I
on.
speak to people, but the more I think about it, they're phoning me or I'm phoning them back.
Yes, same, 100%.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Dan,
I'm
the
not-
practice
yeah.
is this. Sorry to cut you. All you got to do, I'm telling you, I watch so much content and I see you lot so much times. For me not to not message you after I watch your fucking interview, I've probably seen you on Filthy Fellas. I'm thinking about, for me not to just message you, it doesn't make sense in my mind. Like, who am I messaging then? I work with you lot. I think about you lot.
But what
My
he's
friends-
saying is that like
just
sometimes
text them as soon as you think of them.
When you
don't
you-
even need to be, sorry to cut you,
Nah,
don't even
yeah,
need to be
sure,
a long
sure, sure.
thing.
I hear
It
it.
just needs to
I
be,
hear it.
oh
I
my
hear it.
God, Poe, that was so funny. I will tweet sometimes,
Yeah,
Margs,
yeah.
why are you so funny? And then say, and send it to him because I've watched something, he's on it, I have this thought, I need to, why not share it with you? And then carry on with my life. We do not have to have a
the
talk.
problem though is sometimes is that you think about somebody and in that moment, which I'm super guilty of, is like, like I'll think about someone and then I'll be like, I can't speak right now though. I'll shout them later. And then that later doesn't come.
Tomorrow never comes.
Yeah, but then
Because
you
I might be actually on my way. Let's say, for example, hypothetically speaking, I could be thinking about someone on the way here. But I'll be like, if I ring them, I want to chat to them. But I can't chat now, because I'm 5 minutes from the studio.
Yeah, but you're
I'll ring them
making-
after the studio.
Nah,
but then I'm
scrap
here
that.
now afterwards with vibes and whatnot. Boom, jump in my car. I think about someone else. I'm doing something like
Yeah.
But I'm working on it though. I'm working
Put
on
it
it.
this
And
way,
I feel like
that's
I've done
text.
better at it. But
Just a text, because you're putting pressure on yourself to have a conversation. I can appreciate you lot are adults. Sometimes you don't even want to fucking talk to no one. Spend a whole day talking to people.
Yeah.
So why not just say, Paul, I watched your thing the other day. It was funny, brother. I hope all is well. I'll shout you this week. Done. The moment you're in people's thoughts like that, I promise you, in our line of work, I bet you make more money.
do you think that you dealt with your dad's... Did you deal with your dad's passing in a surprising way to yourself in hindsight now?
100%. I've seen some people talk about parents going and their whole life is a mazza afterwards. A mazzoline.
Yeah.
I just wasn't on that, cuz. I wasn't on that. Why should my dad live for that long, work that hard, do bare stuff, been in more compromising situations than me? All of that for him to go and then he done all of that for me to just waste my life after him going. It's a waste of time, fam. Like, he's left a legacy, he's done a lot for me to continue it. Have your little month, 2 months of mourning, and then it's the afternoon. Just move on, fam. Like, you can't just do it. Like, you think I want my life to be, boy, that poet weren't the same after his dad died. Scrap that, man. I'll dye my hair, man. Like, we're just gonna have a good
dyeing
time.
my hair.
We're just gonna have a good time, fam. He was a good man. I love him to bits. He left me a good legacy. We continue now.
All right.
How about
I
you?
really
Do you-
respect it.
Do you think that you was after Peter, it was calm for you?
I think like, for me it was balanced. It was not. It was the transition and that was unfortunately nice. You get me?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
I
still go through periods where I'm like, I cannot believe it.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I think I just can't. Like I can't believe it. Like I'm never seeing this guy again. And then there's that other times. I remember one time I went to the barbershop and I see this Don and he looked like Peter.
Yeah.
And like for a split second, yeah, that feeling of how it would have been if it was him. Because if it was him, I'd have told him like, yo, what I got, like whatever. You know what I mean? Then he would have said whatever he said or whatever. That's there for a split second, and then there's a strong reminder of that it's impossible.
Brother,
But you know what? My heart is in a good place with it. Yeah. My heart is in a good place.
How
with
about
it.
you, Dan?
Do you know what? I've been
Chelsea
having to
are
deal-
dead now, so how
Chelsea
you
are dead. And I went, no, he's not even alive, bro. Look at this.
Chelsea are dead. How do you feel? Do you sometimes watch old videos to make you reminisce?
No, I feel disgusted. I can't believe we're going to Chelsea.
Now go where you need to go.
No, yeah, just in general, I've not had to deal with any big passings yet, major ones, that will have like a definite effect on me. So I know I've got that all to come. I think I'm quite logical. So I get it. There is nobody on this planet that has yet figured out a way to not die.
Do you mean the immortal gene came? You saw us.
So we might have a chance.
Yeah, it's about 2 mil though.
I thought it was 20 packs.
I don't know.
I'm dying.
I don't even want that anyway, because
Yeah.
what? You could have that gene and still get dementia. Mad.
Maybe
And
you've
still
got-
stay alive.
Yeah.
It's
And then
long.
fill up like
Cheers,
12
cheers.
cups
Yeah, it's
of
long.
fucking tea for no reason.
Yeah, it's
Fuck
long.
that, man.
Yeah, exactly.
But Chelsea, I suppose for 2023,
Go on.
You out there, granny?
Chelsea is Chelsea is the love I've lost,
Right.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I went to the bridge the other day, it just didn't even feel the same.
Yeah, I hear it.
Nothing don't feel the same.
Yes!
I don't like football knowing that whatever the result is, they don't really have that much of an effect. I hate that. I like to care. Especially football is something that for my whole life I've always been someone that's like, I care. Like,
Yeah.
I've got to gain 3 points here, and at this moment it don't really matter. Whether we won, lost or drew that match, it didn't really matter. And I hate that place. I hate not caring. Because I have a not caring approach to life. There's only a few things that can make me care, and football's one of them usually. And now I've even got to a not care point with that. So
I love guys. You know, I know so many guys like that just don't. I'm a very emotional character, as we know, and there's other characters that are just so far removed from me. But one thing I like is that I'm an emotional character, but there's something we have in common that brings out your emotion as well. And with every male that just doesn't care about nothing, you see football.
I know.
I've seen them man shout at their picnic because of football. I've seen them man. I've not seen them man for 2 days because of football. Like Marks is the most disinterested person I know.
Football ruined my enjoyment out of my brethren's stag. It's ruined some mad moments for me, but it's also given me some of the
What?
best.
It did what?
It was my brethren's stag.
Stag.
Yeah, I hated it because United lost.
Real nigga, man.
I'll be
Real
honest with you,
guy,
I hated
man.
it. I
Real
hated it.
guy.
I hated it
Come on, man.
because United lost.
I hate my
it.
brethren's stag because it was shit. But go on.
Nah, it would have been good if they won. That's what I hated. But anyway, Dan, I know it's 1:15. So you gotta leave soon, isn't it? But what was I gonna say? Last thing. Any honourable shout outs to anyone?
Brother, I should have thought about this, you know.
You know, I do want to send an honourable shout out to trendsetters though. Still continue
Yeah,
doing
big
their
them
thing
up.
with the caps
Yeah,
and whatnot.
come on.
Big them
Yeah.
up, bro. My favourite caps. You see me wearing them all the time. Also, honourable shout out to the Clean Tea Company. I used to talk about 12 cups of tea randomly. But big up to the Clean Tea
shout out
Company.
them,
They do
man.
the best tea. Big them up still. And musically, by the way, just to let you know, the projects that I was banging out strongly in 2023 was Cleo Soul Gold, George's Dirt in the Diamond, Geordie, The Love Thing, A2, Are You As Bored As I Am, but my top 2 favourites of the whole year.
Yeah.
The top 2 favourites of the whole year, Quellum, Mellow, and Potter Paper, Real Back in Style. For me, those 2, absolutely
How can I
incredible
find
bodies
mine?
work.
So
No, you know what? I just went with what I just like.
I'll be honest, I've been on Little Dirk all year.
Is it?
Big Y. But as in like,
Look at your shorts. Okay.
I've been in Dirkio's season, and I think he's dropped 2 albums this year, and I've just been
Money is the root of all evil. That tune is
like,
crazy.
I don't know what that means for me, man, because that's a pretty immature take.
No, man. That last song.
Like, as in, like, in fact, you know what? Dirkio's showing a bit of growth.
Yeah, it is, because Dirk's showing growth. He's got
he
his
is,
missus,
he's
he's
showing
settled
growth.
down.
Yeah,
He's
he's
trying
showing
to.
some growth.
Don't
So
do that,
maybe,
man. His missus got a gun. She's shooting people. Like,
There you
it's
go.
growth.
I need to pay a bit more attention to him, but do you know what you would notice here in the style of like this what I've been battering is there's a certain style of rap that I gravitate to, and like these lot all have that little thing in common stylistically. A2, Quellum, George, Geordie, Pot of Paper. There's that style of rap.
Yeah,
for
but
me.
that's like, in football terms, that's Hazard.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
There's a level of, there's a fluidity there. There's something that is just still a little bit more stylish.
Yeah. So
Then,
like
yeah,
them, man,
yeah,
I
yeah,
can
yeah,
listen
yeah.
to here and there and whatnot, but my default is usually will always revert back to that. And if I don't get it and I don't feel like it's there,
Yeah.
then I'm just straight
Yeah,
listening
yeah,
to
yeah.
flipping Nipsey.
Yeah.
Oh, Nipsey's too. Do you know what? I want to big up the people that were outside and got in. I think this is a very difficult party to get into right now. And some men are in the party having a good time. And I want to shout them out.
It's true, you know.
So, shout out Cristal. Is it Cristale or Cristal? I always get confused. But that young girl from Jamaica with a mum that looks like her sister. Absolutely incredible. You're talking about a girl that's got into Top Boy this year.
Yeah.
You're speaking about, I was with her last year doing a +44 World Cup party. And her profile wasn't as big as it is now. But the year that she's had, the confidence that she shows, and her ability to actually rap is incredible. So shout out her for the year that she's had, and I wish her the most of success moving forward. Obviously, you know I'm a narcissist. Shout out to Filthy Fellas. I think we've had an
Big up
incredible
Filthy.
year.
Yeah,
I
You
think
lot
we've
had a
done so
sick,
well.
sick
Dropped
year.
another jersey. I really, really like the year that we've had, and yeah, I'm happy with that. Specifically, one person that I think has definitely grown this year and showed a level of consistency with their content is Specs Gonzalez.
Yeah,
I think
big up
he's been
Specs.
absolutely incredible. Specs, he's again shown so much growth. He's got a new Channel 4OD show with Conan. I just think there's loads of things where I go, wow, you could have dropped off at any point, but it's December, and guess what? You're still got, you know what I'm saying? You're still kicking on. So I'm excited to see what happens for him next year. To be real, I think content-wise and music-wise, as an overall thing, it's been very disappointing. So I haven't been entirely impressed, inspired, or happy with what I've seen. I think I blame COVID, and I just say next year, people, less excuses. There's no reason to copy anymore. I understand everyone wants to make a fucking podcast, but let's just be a little bit more creative next year, and let's try and make great examples of content moving forward that can inspire the youth, them, and even the older groups of people. Because I just think this year for content and music has been a bit repetitive, and I'm just not impressed,
Shots.
bro. I'm proper not impressed. And shout out Reese as well, man.
Yeah, man. Reese who? Who? Oh shit. Yeah, big him up still.
Come on, man.
What are you saying? Shopping Oxford Street and them, man.
Brother,
For
not
the
everyone has
What are you
that.
saying for the community?
Facts.
4.
Say that again.
No, big him up still though. Big him up though.
Big him up.
That's
No,
it. It's quality.
big him
man.
up still,
But
'cause
he's
he's doing
doing a
his
bit of
thing.
moaning on Twitter though.
He always
Well
moans.
done.
He does moan.
That's what he
once
said to
in a
me.
What did he say?
Look what he said to me, man.
Oh, he said something to you?
while.
course he
Yeah,
did.
yeah. But big him up though.
I don't know
Big
who
him
he
up.
is anyway. Like, I just see people moaning about him, so I don't actually know who this individual is.
Can't take
But
away
big
from the
him
fact
up.
that he's actually doing his thing still.
Look what he said to me. Look at this response.
Dancing.
You can just
The response,
That's for you.
the response stank.
Of course.
The response did stink. But big him up
stinks,
though,
man.
because he's doing his thing.
Yeah, man. But I think you know what it is. It's just one of those things. Like just do your thing.
Yeah,
You're doing
yeah.
it.
Just
You're
that's
doing
it.
Like,
Just-
you don't need that.
All
You don't
I will
need
say
that.
is this.
You don't need anything else.
So everybody that wins, I love Jose Mourinho. He doesn't win and complain. So if you want to complain,
Jose don't win and complain.
no, he complains when things are wrong.
Pep wins
But when
and
he
complains.
Pep wins and
There we go.
complains.
All right, okay.
Jose don't win and complain. So if you win and complain, I even contemplate how much you even really won.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, man, have a prosperous one, man.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
You're
Let's
done
collect
now,
some more
everyone.
dots and stuff like that. Big up to everyone that's still been here and stuff. All the new additions and whatnot. You know what I mean? Hey, you know how many times we've actually sat here and done this?
Brother.
Almost every
It's crazy. Do you know what I'm going to do? At the end of this episode, the next 2 episodes that they can watch is the last year one of this and the year before that one. How about that?
Do you know what? Before we go though. 'cause-
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? We sit down at the end
Yeah.
of every year and
Every
chop
year.
it up. You get me?
And I do end of every episode. I do a howler. I
Oh,
understand.
come on. Yeah, come go for
I
it.
want to give one. I think I should give one howler. Yeah, I sent you a few. I should give one in it.
You should give a few.
Give a couple.
You give a couple. We're gonna start off with the one that I was gonna give, and I decided to look for things that I've been speaking about all year, and I've got a lot of DMs from you guys, man, complaining about some of the things that I complain about. One of the things that people complained about me in the DMs was me going at the Chinese demographic. Someone said to me that they are a minority. I then sent them the amount of people that live in China. But they believed that I had no reason to go against the Chinese. So I'm just going to play the video for everyone to watch. I apologize to the Spotify listeners as it may be silent for a period of time. But trust me, it's worth it when you hear the reaction. Can you please enlarge the video?
Hey, before we start this, I ain't going against the Chinese.
No.
Keep me out of that.
I don't want anyone to
Keep
go
me
against
out of
the
that,
Chinese.
yeah?
No. I still eat special fried rice and enjoy it. But I'm
keep
just
me out of that.
saying, this doesn't feel right. Press play, Diddy. Actually, not Diddy. That didn't feel right as well. Because he's had a very
Don't
great
put that
year.
on him.
All right, let's see what the Chinese are doing as advertisements. So as we can see right here, there is a clothing. It's an advert
Father
for cleaning
God.
clothes.
Oh
There's a
my
black man at the
gosh.
door, and he is winking at an Asian lady with a green
What's that?
dress.
What's
He's
that?
mashed. What's going on with him?
The black man has walked over to the Chinese lady with stuff on his face and is trying to flirt. She has thrown a tablet in his mouth, which
put
could
him
be
in the
like
bin.
some type of washing up.
He better
stuff.
not come up.
She throws him in the washing machine. She is now cleaning him.
No.
I knew
I
it. He comes out
I
shiny.
knew it.
So when you ask me why I'm not happy with these things, I hope you know I have evidence. I hope you know I have reason.
Send me that.
This stinks.
Reason is the most important. You always have one reason and multiple excuses.
That's
So if you ask me
insane.
my reason for not being happy with the
Why
Chinese
did
in
it- why
Jamaica,
was he not
I will
just
show
black?
you this.
He was mashed as well. It's not like he's just black. They put stuff all over his shirt, all over his face. Oh my gosh.
It doesn't feel right.
And she was on him as well.
She
That's
was
the
on
worst
him.
thing.
She gave him a tablet and Vibes cartelled him. That's
Set him
crazy.
up. With the crepes on, she put him in there.
She gave him with the crepes. I know.
All right.
She gave him a tablet. She gave him a tablet and Vibes cartelled him.
She didn't even give an option of two. Even in the Matrix, they had the red and the blue. This brother just had washing machines, lost longer with Cal gone.
He didn't even get to keep his lips.
He's Cal, and now he's gone. Another thing that I think is gone and should be gone next year is people's. This is what I'm going to say, people. I want you to listen to me clearly because I love you all. Now, if I'm a Rasta man. I'm a Rasta man.
Sometimes.
Now,
You're a Chuckie. You're a piece of shit.
at 3:25, give me another hour. I might not be, but as it stands right now. Now you have options to choose loads of different religions as you get older. You start looking at other things and you go, hey, I would never advise somebody to say, I would like to be a part of this religious group, but I want to do it my way. That was a song on Usher's second album. And at any time you want to do something your way, you go and revisit that moment. One thing you lot need to have in 2024 is bloody respect. You need respect. If something's not for you, simply walk away. Craig David done it on his first or second album, I can't remember, and then he done it in real life. And I haven't seen him since, but I'm sure he's
Miami.
still. Well, I don't know. I saw him the
He's in
other
that
day.
beef as well.
Yeah, exactly. I saw him at Big Nasty Never Name in Miami. So I'm gonna play something to you anyway. Very confusing to me, and I don't understand why this is happening. Now, there's a podcast where people speak to various different women, and sometimes they're a little bit rude and all of that. And I'm not really one for trying to embarrass girls online in this parameter where these guys just sit down these girls and take the piss. I'm not really a fan of it. But when they say things like this, I say, darling, when you make your own bed, you're filleting it. So people, please listen to this.
Can you show us the cross, the necklace?
Oh, I have
Oh, you have a tattoo?
Yeah, I have it tattooed, and I have the cross on my neck.
Well, I'm curious, like, do you think God would approve of you doing OnlyFans
Yes,
and porn?
yes. God loves me. Yes,
That's not,
1000%.
wait, God approves of you doing OnlyFans and porn,
God loves me. No matter what I do, God will always.
no matter what you do?
Yes,
Do you wear the cross while you're engaging in shooting your porn?
I do. Actually, I never take it off. I've actually never taken it off in like the past, I don't know, like 5 years.
Abdul, get the rocks. Get the rocks.
Does Jesus say, if you love me, keep my commandments?
So which commandment says not to act in porn?
I can address that. The purpose of pornography is to create lust. Lust is one of the 7 deadly sins.
Now, people, I'm a human being who accepts that I love lust. I would never do the lust continuously and then say to Jesus, make sure I'm on guest list. This doesn't feel right. So in 2024, moving forward, I would like people to be in touch with reality, who they are, and if who you are doesn't connect with the group that you want to be in, I want you to accept that. I don't want you to go, I am this and I am that. I want you to go, I'm on a journey into becoming that, and eventually I will be. But don't be at the forefront of that group. If you do not epitomize what they represent, it doesn't feel right.
Can I just say?
Of course you can.
Fuck my man, though.
Right. Like I there.
Yeah.
I cussed him at the start. I said I don't agree with any of this type of stuff. I don't like any of it.
What do you do?
But at the same time,
it's like, wait,
I don't like
the
that.
thing is, it's like, I
I
understand
don't
the
like
point
both
of what
parts.
he's trying to do here, yeah?
Yeah.
But like, fuck you, bro. Like, what do you do in your life, bro? Like, what goes on in your life?
Yeah.
Like, what goes on in your life? I bet my man's there wanking off his thing all the time to porn and all of that.
Probably too
And
hard.
now he's projecting his feelings towards how he feels towards women because of the lack of women that maybe he gets in his life. Or maybe not that. I'm speculating on something else here, yeah? But it's like, sometimes it's annoying when you get these people who, he is making a point, but it's like, bro, you sin as well, my G.
Yeah.
Now, let's
So
pause
who are
there.
you going to sit here and talk on behalf of God about who's getting in and who's doing that? Fuck you, bro.
Chuckie,
We probably need to see
I wanna
the
say,
wider
pause.
conversation.
I understand we're trying to save the R&B brand. We've got to make sure girls come. But I'm sorry. This is what Poet's going to say. I'm fully aware my man is at Egypt. I'm fully aware
As long as
that
we can agree
outside
on
of
that.
this video, he might say silly things. But you see in this
I
video
don't
right
know who
here,
he is.
I want to be specific. You see this sort of religion can be whatever I want it to be because God loves me. People in 2024, no. If you're a Muslim and you claim you're a Muslim and you go against the principles of being a Muslim, stop preaching the good word and saying that you should be the example. There are other individuals in that world that I personally feel are a better example. Give them the opportunity to
But
preach.
was she preaching
not
a
you.
good word or was she just answering a question?
She said to that guy right there, God loves me and I wear my cross whilst doing lust. Now, I'm saying to you, you're on a platform and now you are preaching. Do you know why? Because you're speaking to more than one person.
asking a question.
One second.
She's
Why
answering
do
a
I?
question.
But don't answer it. Because when you answer the question, you're speaking to me. I happen to be at home in my house.
That's a you problem then.
Not necessarily.
What
Not
she said there is
necessarily.
crazy. The
It's
whole thing is
crazy,
crazy
bro.
because then someone else would come mash up the whole cross thing and just be like, "Why are you wearing the cross?"
My brother. And that's what I'm trying to say.
You know
We
what I'm saying?
should
Like,
live a life
people
of
can mash up-
truth.
But
everyone
hear
can
what I'm
mash up
saying.
everything
If
now.
this is what she wants to do, I'm not saying I agree with that. But you know what? It is a bit booky. But I'm just, to be
And
honest
that's
with
the
you, let me
message
tell you
I'm trying to
something.
say.
I may be where it is, yeah. This is
Go
where
on.
it is. It's not just him. I'm just a little bit sick and tired of like some of these dons bringing these women in to berate them.
To
Now,
do that.
Chuckie,
It's just
Chuckie,
boring now.
I just said at the start of this, and we can reverse it back because the good thing is there's evidence.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Okay.
I think it's trash. But
right.
irrespective of that trash, if there's more trash, I'll address that
telling
trash
the
as well.
truth. He's telling
This
the
trash
truth.
is that right there.
We have to, yeah.
You,
telling the
you have to address that. Religion is far
Yeah,
too
yeah.
important and beautiful and so on and so forth for us to be getting at people for warring with religion, but we're not getting at people that are lusting. And I make it very clear, I lust on a regular.
Yeah, big fact. Hey, and I'll be honest, yeah. I'm the guy.
And God loves you.
I'm the guy that if I'm lusting, if I see a cross, I turn it off.
Thank
Oh, really?
you, bro.
Yeah, I hear
If I
it.
see,
I'm telling you.
even if I see someone just as an ain't,
No! If I'm
not
watching
mixing-
porn,
I'm not
don't
mixing
put
this
religion.
up.
Nah.
I'm not mixing this up.
No.
I'll
It's
be
not
honest-
right,
I'll be
big
honest
man.
with you.
You know, even
I'll be honest with you.
Even the
I-
caption will do
Why
it.
should
you
your...
know?
You know, I'm
excuse
not
me.
even gonna- all right, okay.
Even
Why
the
is...
caption.
Don't... Watch
What
your
was
mouth.
you
What was you gonna say? What was you gonna
What was you gonna
say?
say?
Hey,
You're giving religion a chaser. Why is your religion... Why has religion got a chaser?
Thanks for listening.